What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's good to see you in chat. Now, I see you all calling me Slackson in chat, but it was actually one person's fault today. That the stream started late. Well. Look who got the show started late today. Running a little behind, are we? I'm sorry, how late did TMZ TV run for?
Jackson, how long have I been sitting here?
No.
Topics,
Let's
through emails.
at TMZ here, we're all about the facts, right?
Yeah,
and the fact is,
it's 9:38. I've been at my desks since
when did the show end? When did the show end?
What does that matter for you?
When did the show? Because we
I
can't
actually got back here on time to do it, and you didn't.
When did the show end?
What does that have to do with you?
It has to do with everything.
It has to do with
when
was I at
when
my
they're
desk
filming the
to
show,
talk to the good folks
to
here?
give them context, when we're filming the show,
Jackson,
they're using all the equipment we need to use for the live stream.
You're trying to just talk over me, and you know
You're
it.
trying to talk over me.
Okay, you talk and then I'll talk. How's that?
Okay. When they are filming TMZ TV, they are using all of the equipment we need to film the stream. And they're supposed to be done by around 9 or 9:10. When did the show end, Harvey?
Show ended about 9:27. Jackson, can I ask you a question?
A few minutes before we're supposed to go live.
Was that camera used for TMZ on TV for the morning meeting?
No, but the IFB.
No. Okay, hold on.
The microphone you're using was. This microphone was. These
J-Rock,
these PLs
how long
were,
does it take to get a microphone over here? In fact, I didn't even have to take it off, did I? The microphone.
You're not going to lawyer your way out of
J-Rock,
this.
come over here, J-Rock.
Ooh, he has to change your batteries because you were using them on the show.
Well, my battery was working, wasn't it?
It was working.
So I could have come over here with no problem and just done it, right?
We could have done it.
Yeah.
But what would have happened, J-Rock?
Eventually, the battery
would have died.
But what do you do when the battery dies? You just
Exactly.
pop a new one in.
Exactly.
And we could have started on time, right?
Anything's possible.
See?
But I'm sure that the premise of the stream is that it runs smoothly.
For Gen Z.
And as the owner of
with
this
Gen
company,
Z, it's excuses.
it is your priority that these shows
with
run
other
seamlessly.
generations, it is how do I make it work? With Gen Z is how do I make an excuse that it didn't work?
Wow.
How's
wow. 9:27, guys.
How's
He
that?
ends the show.
How's that?
And then it's our fault
that,
that
Jackson?
we start late.
Really?
It's not true, Harvey. Yes, Anakin. Why is it not true?
Sort of like,
Better
sort of
at
like,
making
it's sort of
excuses
like,
than we are.
it's
Where
sort
do
of
you think we learned it from?
How about it's sort of like, well, I didn't figure out what lunch you went because
I knew this was going
I don't know.
I knew this was going
I don't
there.
know.
You're gonna keep saying that. You know what I asked you when you said, "Hey, what's lunch?" I said, "What do you feel like?" I didn't give you an excuse.
Something
I
good.
asked you a question.
I say that every time.
What do you feel like?
I don't know.
I
Something good.
have an idea for lunch today. Ceviche. You haven't had that in a while. I had a really good one yesterday.
Okay, we'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk. Anywho, I'm all fired up.
Why?
That's the name of the song.
What happened?
I'm all fired up about this FCC thing.
Okay.
It's, kind of big argument today because I will say, to me, it's not about the left or the right because I don't think either side really is committed to what they should be committed to because honestly, I think cancel culture started this on the left. But man, what is going on the right now, blowing the doors open on this thing. And it's like, if you criticize the president, we are going after you. We're going to take your license. You have no right to go in hard on the president. Since when? That's happened for the last, since the
whole purpose of freedom of press.
Is to challenge the government. Is to
Exactly, that you be
challenge
allowed
the
to
government.
Challenge the government.
That's the point. That's the point, that they should be challenged. You let the government go unfettered, and you will have the most
By the way,
corrupt.
all the people who so strongly support the Second Amendment, which is about being able to defend yourself
Against the government.
against the government,
They're cool
to be
with
able to take up arms against the government. That's why you're allowed that. That's what the Second Amendment is about.
Absolutely
So
true.
if you support that, you should also support being able to speak out against the government.
It's totally true. So what? The only time you should have rights are when you can fire weapons at the government?
Right.
No.
You can.
The idea is
we support the right to shoot at the government, but you can't speak
freely at the government.
I mean, I don't know that we support that right, but
No,
that's the
but
premise of the Second Amendment, which is
exactly.
we need to
That's
protect
why
ourselves
we need
against
that, which is slightly outdated, but anyway.
And how about the fact? Well, I'm just gonna. You know what? Maybe we'll do this on the show, but I'm just gonna say it. Do you know how many late night shows blasted Bill Clinton every single night for getting blowjobs in the Oval Office? Do you know this happened? All three networks were in Cuba covering the Pope. First visit to Cuba, the Pope's visit. Dan Rather, Peter Jennings, and I forgot who was at NBC. It might have been Tom Brokaw. But they all went to Cuba to cover the Pope's visit. The Monica Lewinsky thing came out. They all scrambled back to the United States. And from that point on, all people talked about was Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton, and blowjobs. And there were jokes made on late night TV about Bill Clinton every single night. Every single night. And they were brutal. Should Jay Leno have been canceled for that? Should the FCC have threatened NBC for that? Should they have? Because it's kind of the same point that Bill Clinton was attacked every single night, and everybody said, well, that's late night. But we're not saying that anymore. What's changed? What's changed? It's the same point.
What do you say to the viewers that liken this to something that rhymes with smashism?
Well, look, I mean, I don't want, what I can call it is anti-democratic. What I can call it is authoritarianism. You know, it's like when you start using labels like fascism and everything else, look, I kind of get the idea. Let's just say it for what it is. This is against democracy, antithetical to democracy. And that's what this is. Democracy is based on free speech and expression. That's why it's the First Amendment. That was the First Amendment.
Yeah.
First. And that's why the framers did it that way. And the idea that, well, a president says, you can't speak that way about me and get an FCC license. That's been the case forever. That's been the case forever. And so, what's the difference between Bill Clinton and Donald Trump in that respect? I mean, George Bush got torn apart. Jimmy Carter, torn apart, right? Torn apart. Lyndon Johnson, torn apart. Richard Nixon, torn apart. I'm giving you Democrats and Republicans, okay? What's happened that makes this different? What's happened that makes this different?
Harvey, you are being silly here. Those
Really?
were jokes over something scandalous. That was the least of what should have happened to Clinton.
So he got a blowjob in the Oval Office. Really? Really?
He wants to be a dictator is correct. Watch history documentaries and you will see.
I understand that, believe me. I watch plenty of them and read plenty of them, and I know. And this is the playbook. You take away freedom of speech. You usurp the power of Congress. You usurp the power of the judiciary. And I know where believe me, I know where it's headed. I've been around longer than most of you guys, if not all of you guys. I get the drill. But I'm asking it rhetorically. There is no difference between Bill Clinton and Donald Trump and Jimmy Carter and Richard Nixon and Lyndon Johnson and all the presidents that have been around during my lifetime. There's no difference. All of them were, scrutinized and criticized.
You are totally 100% true, Harvey. I remember the Bill Clinton scandal. Our freedom of speech is gone. My question is, why are they doing this now? It's stupid.
Because it's why a dog licks his balls, because they can.
Okay.
I mean,
Harvey.
it's the same thing that he's got the he is using his office to intimidate and usurp power, and he's succeeding at it. He's good at that.
Harvey, you of all people should be outraged that they compared Trump to Hitler. Do you honestly believe that kind of talk is appropriate for news organizations?
By the way, I don't do that. Hitler is rounding up millions of people and killing them is not the same. It's just not the same. And I agree with you. I haven't said that, have I?
No.
Tell me if I've said that. But I don't believe I've said that because I don't believe in it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's anti-democratic. And that should bother you in a big way. And I don't think it bothers people that much.
Trump is an egomaniac. That is what is different. Thin-skinned
So
as
is-
hell
hey.
and needs everyone to bow at his feet.
Bill Clinton was, anybody running for president, guys, is an egomaniac. What do you think it takes to run for president? It takes a huge, Anakin's agreeing with me here, and it's true. Yeah. It takes a huge, huge ego to run for president. There's no modest president. No. There's no modest president. They all have huge egos.
I mean, maybe in the very beginning there were modest presidents, but now definitely not. The amount of money it takes to run a campaign alone.
I understand that, but you know what? Like Abraham Lincoln was a huge patriot and everything else, but he was a really ambitious guy. Abraham Lincoln was a really ambitious guy, and good on him that he was. But I'd like to hear from somebody who is supporting this whole FCC thing, and this if you criticize the president, we will get you thing. I just want to hear from somebody who agrees.
Ask and you shall get it.
Oh, we got one?
Congressman coming on
Good.
in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yep.
Great. Okay, we're going to have a congressman on who agrees with that. That's great. And I want to ask him those things.
Freedom of speech and showing respect is two different things, Harvey.
To look at it now.
What was that?
Wait a minute. Is it really? So when you say showing respect, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say showing respect is different than freedom of speech? If you say something disrespectfully, you don't have free speech, you don't understand. Who is that? Who's talking there? Detroit Soloist.
I had to
Detroit
memorize her
Soloist.
name.
You think that showing a lack of respect does not entitle you to freedom of speech? You don't understand what freedom of speech is then. Freedom of speech means you have to tolerate things that you find distasteful and even disgusting. That's what freedom of speech is. Detroit, whatever it is. Soloist. It's easy to say, yeah, I'll give freedom of speech to people that I agree with. But what about people you disagree with? That's when it counts. The idea of freedom of speech is to prevent majority tyranny. That is the basis of the First Amendment, to prevent majority tyranny. That's the point.
Detroit
you have a
Soloist
right
says,
to be disrespectful. I'm not saying you should, but you have that right.
Detroit Soloist got back to you. Some
Okay.
things have to change, Harvey, just like it did in the 60s with Martin Luther King.
Yeah. But this goes the opposite direction. What do you want to change? Just get rid of the First Amendment? Because that's kind of what you're saying. So let's just get rid of the First Amendment and things will be better, right? I mean, that's what you're saying. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
People are saying, preach, Harvey. School
I'm
'em,
sorry,
Harv.
but this one, and honestly, like, I'm not, it's not like I'm worried about, oh my God, what am I gonna do with my next job and everything else. I'm just not, that's not where my head is. And I'm looking at all these people that are running in fear, all these networks and law firms. And maybe it is just that I'm old, but I'm just looking at everybody running in fear. And it's like, God, this is just not the way it should be happening. Networks running in fear. Law firms running in fear. It's like,
April Wine says, someone made a good point on something I was watching today. Kimmel has his right to freedom of speech, but he chose to speak out at his job. What's the rules about politics at work?
well, ABC, if ABC wanted to, they could fire him. I mean, ABC could say, you got to do this, and if you don't do this, we're going to fire you. And if that's the deal, that's the deal. It's about the government stepping in. That's what makes it different. ABC had a right to cancel or even cancel temporarily or permanently Jimmy Kimmel. They have that right. They can take it off the air. There is no problem. I have no problem with that. They can do whatever they want. That's ABC's decision. But when it is based on the FCC, the government pressuring a network to take somebody off because of their political views, that's the violation of the First Amendment against the government. ABC, rather than standing up to it, seems to be kowtowing to it or making excuses that, well, it's not really the FCC, it's that a couple of the station groups said we're not going to run him anymore. Come on, guys. We're not that stupid, right?
I honestly feel like, of course, the respect has to come from that, but being able to speak and come from a place where it's not disrespect doesn't exist.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Essentially, being able to speak and come from a place where it's not disrespect doesn't exist with freedom of speech when you're criticizing the government.
Yeah, we should be able to even be disrespectful. I mean, that's what the First Amendment is. You have to tolerate things you don't like. That's the whole point of the First Amendment. And I get back to, a long, long time ago, the Ku Klux Klan wanted to march in Skokie, Illinois. Charles, it was the Ku Klux Klan or the Nazis? It was a Klan, right?
KKK, I believe.
Yeah. And the ACLU, back when the ACLU actually stood for civil rights, which it doesn't anymore, they have an agenda. But the ACLU back then actually fought to support the right of the KKK to march because that's the First Amendment. Not that they agreed with what the KKK was doing.
Nazis.
It was the Nazis. I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Nazis. And
77.
And they fought for the right of the Nazis to march. The ACLU wouldn't do that anymore. Too bad. Too bad, because you have to tolerate things you
Careful.
abhor. No. Because you have to tolerate things
For the record,
you abhor.
Harvey's Jewish.
No, you have to tolerate things you abhor in order to maintain the First Amendment. And that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of it, guys.
Yeah. Trump is a thin-skinned baby. Kimmel had a year left. I'm sure they didn't make him sign anything that he couldn't talk about before he... Jeez, hang on. Excuse me. Kimmel had a year left. I'm sure they didn't make him sign anything that he couldn't talk about Trump before he was president.
Well, listen, there are reports out right now, and I don't know if they're true or not, but they're circulating, that ABC is open to bringing Kimmel back, but he has to stay in a narrower lane and not be as hard on Trump.
He'll find a funny way around that, though.
I hope he doesn't agree to that. Because once
What
you
does that
start,
say about-
once that becomes part of the deal, it's over. I mean, you guys get one. I mean, if you disagree, tell me. But
The NFL is investigating accusations.
I'm sorry. I'm really. This is all I'm thinking about right now.
Earlier this month,
This is all I've been thinking about.
Hill's ex-wife
And we have other stuff to talk about today. I mean, we've got all these developments in the David case.
ABC or Disney could have continued airing Kimmel's show, but instead of
Family,
on the
Celebrity
networks,
Family Feud.
they could have done so on either YouTube or the ABC website for free.
Well, they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. I mean, they don't want to do that. I'm really upset about this. But at the same time, it's like, this is in our hands in a way. I mean, this is, America's choice at this point. And either you stand up for it or you don't. But that's kind of where we are. And you got to stand up for it or you don't.
We're not canceling you, Harvey. We're shaming you.
About why?
I don't know.
Shaming me for what? For what? Tell me. That's the thing. I mean, I kind of want people to argue and disagree. So I welcome it. Tell me I'm wrong and let's talk about it. I really want people who support what's going on. I want to talk to them.
Any of you support what happened to Jimmy Kimmel?
In particular, the FCC threatening.
Was Kimmel free to curse during his entire monologue? Nope, because of FCC regulations.
Fair. Do you see a difference between you can't curse and you can't criticize a president? Do you see a difference?
People are telling us to bring Guillermo on the show, or Jimmy Kimmel. Talk about it.
Oh,
Guillermo?
you went. You never told me. You never told me. No, you said you were going. I didn't know you could get in.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Well, no, he scammed him.
How?
Hey, Harvey, don't. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm hoping to go there many more times.
that's
and
not gonna
now-
happen, huh?
Yeah, I guess you just ruined that for me. Thanks.
He used my ticket. I never go.
Well, no, I used my own ticket. You just didn't go.
What ticket did you get?
It was for you. The invitation was for you and a +1, so I used the +1 ticket.
Who said you were my +1 ever?
I did. I did.
How's that? That he chooses,
Harvey,
he
okay,
opens, he
I
intercepts
should
my
have brought
mail
this up.
and then chooses
I should have
he's
brought
a
this up.
+1 that I never invited. How's that?
You did, though.
So that's not a scam.
Harvey, we should stop. It's not the part of the Emmys that I
Anakin,
wanted to bring up.
Let's talk about it.
It was a great experience.
Okay.
But Guillermo was one of the people there, and Jimmy Kimmel actually.
Yeah. So you walked in and said, what? Harvey has the flu, but I'm the +1?
Why are we still talking about that part of the Emmys?
See how uncomfortable he is right now?
Yeah, I just.
Kind of like this.
No, stop.
Jackson's enjoying it.
Yeah, well,
I am.
Please don't. I want to go back one day.
That's not going to happen, clearly.
No, well, if you keep talking about it, it might not.
Well. Oh, hold on. My phone's
Oh yeah, your phone. Saved by the bell.
No. Okay. Anywho, somebody want to disagree or anything? Come on.
TMZ's working overtime to
Your
pull
issue-
Trump into the ABC problem.
He said he's down with this. Did you not hear him? He said that people who criticize him all the time should be off the air. He said it. He said it. He put himself in this.
Do all the independents, conservatives, and liberals... Hang on a second. I don't know. Was he lying, though? He was a radicalized MAGA, not a radicalized lefty. He was MAGA and went crazy, not lefty and went crazy, right?
Yes, and I think that comment that he made was wrong. It just wasn't, I mean, the insinuation was they were trying to make him look like anything but MAGA. But he wasn't MAGA, that was clear. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have made that comment, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the right to say it. Mm-hmm. People say things that are wrong, and there's recourse against that at a level. I mean, there are defamation lawsuits, there are all sorts of things you can do, but it's different to say you can't, I mean, how many lies have been told on television?
I'm sorry, the president regularly says things that are very provably false.
Well, that's just
But-
true.
You gotta tell me when
But,
this...
you know, a little trouble in the monitor.
This thing drives me crazy, man. You have no idea. The amount of times I've bumped into that monitor.
Yeah, one of us will.
But yeah, the president regularly says things that are provably wrong
I don't know.
and false, but okay, he has the right to say it. And if you disagree, you have the right to disagree with what he says. And if you agree with it, you agree. It's not allowed anymore.
Yeah, lying is not the standard here because there are lies everywhere on television and online and everywhere in the world. We're working on a very interesting story if we get this. This will be really interesting. What else is on your mind?
David's story.
Yeah, oh, we're gonna go. We got so much on David. I mean, we are. The team here is doing a great job on this story, on advancing it. And a lot to say on David.
It's a terrible story, but like yesterday, for example, everyone was running around trying to break what they could on this or find out what they could.
We broke a lot of stories here.
When that's the environment in here.
We broke a lot of stories on it yesterday, and we're going to get into all of it today. Hey, Cameron, who's the host on the After Dark tour tonight?
Okay.
Hazel E tomorrow night, and Masika tomorrow night.
We got 3 incredible DJs. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
This tour is so fun.
Yeah, we got a special surprise this weekend. Special visit to a special venue, so it's gonna be great.
Oh, cool.
You okay?
Again, this thing is unbelievable. I mean, we take our bus all over Hollywood, and we stop at bars and the Saddle Ranch, and we
Get
have
free
a
drinks?
DJ on the bus, and we have Hazel E tomorrow night. We have Masika tomorrow night. Tonight we have a surprise, and we have a surprise venue.
Yep.
This tour is so fun.
You want to be on the bus this weekend. I'll
And
say
a
that.
week from Sunday, the brunch bus.
Yes. Yeah. And that's coming together. It's
All
going to
right,
be
well, anyways,
incredible, more fun
yes,
during
I
the
mean, if you
day.
wanted to ch-
Mimosas,
check out your
food,
drive, probably
cocktails.
20 minutes, but if you even wanted
So,
to
okay, so
Do I get to go for free because I work here? Can I get free drinks and free mimosas and free food?
no, Jackson,
Why not?
because you make a salary.
Okay.
You're not on welfare.
You know, honestly, what is it? How much is it?
$69.
It's not bad.
Are you not
For what you
bad
get.
to go on a party bus with a bunch of people where you have a DJ, a celebrity host, you stop at 3 bars, you get shots, you go to the Saddle Ranch. $69, Jackson? Seriously?
It's not bad. It's probably what you'd spend at one bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the best bargain in town. Why are we charging so little? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why?
Were you spitting nonsense about Kimmel?
Oh
sure-
my God,
I'm
spitting
sure you were.
nonsense.
I'm sure you were.
That's what's dangerous.
I didn't hear though. I missed it.
What I was saying was that the idea, Trump was saying, everybody hates Trump on the air, and 97% of he's exactly what he said in the airplane.
Yeah.
97% of the people hate Trump. They
Yeah.
hate Trump.
Running like the next
I'm sick of
night
it.
or so.
We're not going to let them do this on the air. Remember what happened when Bill Clinton was getting blowjobs in the Oval Office with late night? Remember that?
I didn't see that coming.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. He was getting.
Remember how
he
brutal
was
it
getting,
was?
He was getting destroyed every
Would
night.
you have
yeah.
canceled Jay? Would you
Yeah.
cancel
He was
Jay
getting
Leno?
destroyed every night.
Would you
No, he
cancel
shouldn't.
Jay Leno?
I don't support that.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
I don't support that at all.
He's about
The
to
government
be
shouldn't
and
be
he's
involved.
At the airport, he has a flight, so
Who
it's
is
like
it?
a tight timing. His name is Pat Harrigan. He's from North Carolina.
Okay. Let's do it.
Have it here?
You can keep chit-chatting, but just be prepared to move fast. His rep just texted me. He just cleared TSA, but he has
Okay.
to board at 10:17.
Got it. Okay, well, we should go.
Anything?
On the room that he should be any second.
I need to board a plane soon.
To go where?
I don't know, anywhere, really.
God, your life is so difficult.
I haven't been on.
Got rundowns for
Dude.
yes.
You were
Yeah.
scooping ice
But I do have
cream
rundowns for you
before.
today.
Okay. And you say that like it's some
Check it
kind
out.
of luxury.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is
Pat.
you've done
amazing.
okay for yourself in 8 months.
Yeah, it's not bad. But a vacation would be nice too.
Complain, complain.
Complain, complain, complain. Okay.
Not looking good.
Who was complaining at the beginning of the stream?
All right. Since he has a tight window, let's just
Let's go.
get into it.
Yeah.
We'll
Yep.
get you set up after.
Put him up right now.
Yeah.
Is he up?
Oh shit.
Congress,
Sorry,
sounds
Ben.
good.
Congressman, can you hear us? It's Harvey and Charles.
Hey, Harvey. Hey, Charles. How you guys doing?
We're good.
We so appreciate you doing this.
Heck yeah. Sorry for the backdrop. It's a little bit wonky, but it'll work today.
You look like you're an American flight attendant.
I was going to say pilot, but you know.
Thank you. Thank you for the promotion, Charles. I appreciate that.
Okay, here we go. We really appreciate it. By the way,
Yeah.
we're not going to do a whole introduction because we're going to be dealing with the Kimmel thing, you know, for 5 or 6 minutes before we come to you.
Sure.
So we know
Sounds good.
we know you have a time issue, so we're going to get right into it with you. With
That
the
sounds good.
With an introduction. Here
Okay.
we go.
So there are a lot of differing viewpoints about what should happen going forward. Should Jimmy Kimmel come back? Should he be allowed back? What should Disney do? Joining us right now to discuss this is Congressman Pat Harrigan, U.S. Congressman from North Carolina, who has been outspoken, feeling that what Jimmy Kimmel said on his show went too far. Congressman, welcome to TMZ Live.
Harvey and Charles, great to be with you. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. So I want to ask you, ABC can do whatever ABC wants on its own. I have no issue there. If they don't like it, they can give him the axe. But when the FCC says we can do this the easy way or the hard way, and they make it clear that there will be retaliation, retribution against ABC.
Licenses pulled.
I mean, I went to law school. I taught law school. That is such a clear violation in my head of the First Amendment. What say you?
I think it's all troubling, right? At the end of the day, I think it's troubling what he said. I think it was right for them to suspend Jimmy Kimmel for his comments. But I am of the perspective that if he gets taken off the air, it should be for a business decision and a business decision alone. We do have to be very protective of free speech in this country, always have to be vigilantly watchful of our freedoms, because as our forefathers have told us, for eons, they can erode in less than a lifetime. And so I think you got to look at it. You've got to say, hey, look, if Jimmy Kimmel's ratings are down 50% over the last 4 years, it's got to be purely a business decision. And I think that's the only answer here.
So, Congressman, what would you say to the FCC chairman to go out and so boldly on camera make that statement that Harvey referred to? It really it muddies the waters now, and it certainly at least gives the appearance that these stations were pressured to remove Jimmy Kimmel's show from the air that night.
Yeah, I think we've got to kind of splice through a little bit of the noise, right? I think certainly his comments can be condemned. And I think the hundreds of thousands of social media posts and commentary that we've seen since the death of Charlie Kirk, Americans celebrating his death, particularly, and this is what I really have just a hard time understanding, is educators all across our country, the folks who are responsible for educating the next generation of Americans. We do have to be responsible and we have to be respectful of our words, but we also have to understand that we do have free speech in this country. I think that daylight is the very best disinfectant. Let's get those words out for everybody to see and come to their own conclusions. And ultimately, we've got to make business decisions here, not governmental decisions.
You know, you raised this issue of, you know, the people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. You know, unforgivable, unexcusable. But at the same time, you just look at the culture right now. Remember when Nancy Pelosi's husband was attacked? I believe it was Donald Trump Jr. that put a tweet out or something on social media with a diaper, a hammer, and said, I think I figured out my Halloween costume this year. Isn't it kind of the same thing on both sides?
I don't think anybody is without sin here if we honestly step back and look at the bigger picture. I think what is troubling, particular to people on the right, is that we have a very specific pattern of left-on-right violence at some of the highest levels of government. And whether that's Steve Scalise with the baseball shooting back in 2017, whether that is the multiple assassination attempts on Donald Trump, or whether now we have the assassination of Charlie Kirk, I think what's really sad about this entire situation, probably the saddest thing about it, is that we all just watched last week the next generation of Americans, the hope and the faith that we have in the future of our country, take themselves out. We had Charlie Kirk, an absolutely phenomenal human being, had met him and worked with him on multiple occasions. He had everything going for him. He was a light for this country. And really, he was a mediator for the two sides. He was encouraging, bringing that talk out into the public square.
He was for
and
free
inviting
speech.
the other
He was
side
for
to
free
bring
speech.
theirs. That's exactly right. And saying, hey, look, come defend your side if you could. And I never saw anybody able to defend against Charlie Kirk. That's what made him so special. But then to have him taken out in a violent act was completely antithetical to everything that he ever stood for. I think we have to recognize that. Simultaneously, we got this young kid who was taken over by the culture, ended up pulling this trigger, came from a great family, but just went absolutely haywire. And you just look at, he just ruined his life, the lives of all of his family members, certainly assassinated Charlie Kirk, killed a husband, killed a father. And you just look at this next generation wiping itself out in this. We've got to stop this. It can't continue. Our country will rip itself apart if we keep going down this road.
Yeah, I agree, Congressman. And, you know, what you said, and I understand that maybe part of it is that there is a difference between what happened to the Speaker of the House and Minnesota's legislator, Melissa Hortman, and what happened to her and her husband and Charlie Kirk, and that we didn't have the visual of it. And so certainly Charlie Kirk's is more visceral, but we agree that both are horrific acts that should not have happened. And my point is that the reaction to Charlie Kirk's assassination has been rightfully a huge outpouring across the nation. But what happened to Melissa Hortman is also equally outrageous, and we should all be speaking up against these things. And it just seems like, I think for some people, it feels like that never happened, and that was also political violence.
You know, I think that it has happened. I think from a humanitarian perspective, right? Our humanity, we can all say no human is more important than any other human being. And any loss of life for political reasons is absolutely unacceptable. Violence is never the right answer. But when you look at the left's use of political assassination or the attempted assassination, it does seem like they are targeting the highest levels of those who are on the right, and they're doing it consistently as a tool, right? Assassination is murder for a very specific political outcome. When you target the highest levels of government, you are very specifically aiming for a much greater political impact. That is what the right is so concerned about here, particularly when you look at some of the polling that came out last week, which says 55% of Democrats either partially agree or agree that it would be acceptable to assassinate Donald Trump. The right doesn't feel that way. The right, 75% of the right says that violence is never acceptable for any purpose, political or otherwise. We have a divide here between the two parties and the two philosophies of politics in this country. And that divide, we've got to figure out how to bridge that divide, or we're going to continue to see violence in our country.
Well, the reality, too, is you also have January 6th. So if you want to talk about violence, look at the video. You know, on Air Force One, on the way back from Europe, Trump was saying that, you know, 97% of what the media says is hating Trump, and he's sick of it, and he wants to stop it. And that aligns with what this FCC chairman is saying. It feels like the FCC chairman is taking his cue from Donald Trump. And I just think back, I don't have to think back very far, but in particular, Bill Clinton, when he was involved in that sexual scandal with Monica Lewinsky, he was annihilated every night on late night television. So under that theory, Jay Leno should have been taken off. And all the other late night hosts should have been taken off. That's what late night comedians do. They did it to Jimmy Carter. They did it to George Bush. They did it to Bill Clinton. They did it to Lyndon Johnson. My entire life, they did it to the person in power. And it was always accepted until now. What's different?
I think that there's a different level of vitriol towards Donald Trump. And that's across the board. And we've had this since he came on the political scene back in 2015. He's never had the same shake that anyone else has been afforded in politics. Now, that's not to say that you can't make fun of the guy. You can't call a spade, that we cannot honestly hold to account the folks who are representing our government at whatever level they might be. But I do think very clearly Donald Trump has been treated in a very different way. And the way that that has ultimately created outcomes in this country is that people have tried to kill him. And they're going to continue to try to kill him because the level of vitriol towards this man is off the charts, unlike any other president has ever had to experience.
That's not true. George Bush, I remember Lyndon Johnson during the Vietnam War. I remember Richard Nixon during the Vietnam War. They were treated in a very similar way. And Jimmy Carter, for not being a good president, although he was great afterward, he was not a good president. And he was taken apart too.
But more recently, all the things that were said about President Biden during his term.
Right.
Regardless whether it's right or you can't say that he wasn't destroyed for his appearances.
But Harvey and Charles, I think what you have to look at is you've got to say that there's a different level of venom towards Donald Trump than there was even against George Bush, who I was alive to see, right? I wasn't old enough when President Clinton was going through everything. But with George Bush, they were making fun of him largely every single night. And I thought that was distasteful. Some of it was funny. Some of it may have even been true. But with Donald Trump, they're calling him a racist, a fascist, a misogynist. They're calling him a threat to democracy. you have to understand that there's a different level of outcome that comes from these types of characterizations that ultimately is leading to increased violence in our country. That is what I think we're talking about here. But that being said, look, I'm in agreement with you guys. We have to protect free speech. We have to protect all of the freedoms that we enjoy in this country. If we're not vigilant about them, we will lose them.
I have to just say, finally, to be speaking with a congressman who just said to us that he wasn't old enough to remember Bill Clinton, you have ruined my day. Just
I'm
ruined
sorry,
my
guys.
day.
I just talked with Newt Gingrich this week, and let's just say I learned a lot about an era where I didn't have memories. So,
listen, we hope you have a safe
Congressman
flight,
Harrigan,
and thanks so much for the
thanks for
time.
joining us.
Appreciate it.
thanks for having me, guys. Great to be with you.
Really
Take care.
appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. He was good. He was good. Yeah. I thought he was going to be a little harder on.
Yeah, he agreed. He agreed about the FCC.
He agreed,
and I think that's
which is the
heart
point,
of the
which is
heart of the matter.
That's kind of the point.
And but what he was saying about, I mean, he's right that the rhetoric against Trump is certainly a different level. But I also think that Trump is a different
Trump's
president.
a different level too.
Trump is a different president, right? Like
they were
he
all
kind of
all
puts
of
his
those
neck
guys were
out-
between in this lane. Trump is in this lane.
Right. And he says things, and I don't want to say, like, puts his neck out there saying these things that, of course, people are going to have strong feelings about.
You could look.
He has strong feelings.
And here's the thing. Even with it's hard to. Even with Richard Nixon, although there was some of it, even with Richard Nixon, nobody was talking about, and I'm not saying you have to believe this, but nobody was using the term threat to democracy. I mean,
correct.
It was criminal,
right.
But nobody was using that term really. I mean, a little bit. This is different in the sense that there is a lot that Trump is doing where some people feel it is, and the heat is turned up as a result of that.
Also,
also
what didn't happen during Richard Nixon's time or any other president's time was an assault on the Capitol.
Right.
Right? And so
that's why I raised January 6th with him.
Right. When you say threat to democracy, I mean, that's literally what January 6th was.
January 6th
was a threat to democracy.
Was an attempt to, I'm sorry,
to
guys, overturn the results of the election.
An attempt to derail the process
not my
of
opinion.
a transition.
60 judges said that. So, there you go.
But now someone will say, I was
Here
right
go.
on cue. Right on cue.
That would be political now.
No, you're right.
Ooh, judges.
No, and I agree with you.
I knew you were going to say it.
But Trump judges agreed with that. The election
That's true.
wasn't
Trump
rigged.
appointed judges did agree.
Trump appointed judges said.
No, bottom line, and to answer your question, I never got to answer your question. The difference is that with Trump, he believes that the criticism is unfair, that they just knock him no matter what.
But every president does.
Do you think he gets a fair shake?
But
by and large, does he get a fair shake?
I
First
think
Amendment isn't
most
about
of
fair.
the media is against him, and I agree with that.
Even if it were unfair, that's not what the First Amendment is
Do
about.
you have an issue with the Biden administration contacting Facebook and having Facebook censor people during COVID?
I do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have a huge issue with it.
We did a post on that. We didn't say a damn word about it. We
just had a morning meeting where I said the left started this.
Oh, I know now. Right. All to not. Right. You're saying that then to knock the Trump and the FCC,
No, I'm saying
which I agree with you on, by the way.
The left started this with cancel culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Biden
but I'm saying
administration.
there was censorship.
I know, but you and I disagree with this. But
cancel culture isn't the government.
There's been censorship.
I
Is what
agree
I'm
with
trying
you
to
that
say.
Biden should have stepped in.
What Mike brought up, it's not about cancel culture.
I think it is.
What Mike brought up about the Biden administration and social media platforms is more to the point.
That's what I'm.
That's closer.
Right.
To
that
government
was wrong and this is wrong.
involvement in censorship.
Yeah.
Look, people are angry that Donald Trump is taking money away from Harvard because of Harvard's political views. My argument is that Democrats were allowing the universities that were doing things that were really outrageous and still giving them federal money.
Right.
I understand
why is the
David's
current
situation.
administration taking that money away from those schools?
I think it's the same reason why the others kept it there.
Chat.
That you like it when your side is getting an advantage and you don't when they're not. And I think it's the same point.
Yeah.
No, but one is action and one is inaction. And the action is where the violation comes in.
But the inaction.
The inaction is not. You can disagree with the inaction, but that is not the violation.
I think it is that the federal government is closing its eyes to a violation of the First Amendment and allowing money to be pumped in there because that administration happens to agree with what the university is doing. I think that's wrong. I think that's wrong.
People are wondering about this David situation.
Yeah, we're going to get into David. I promise you. No. We're going to start with David.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah.
Screw the future of our nation. Yeah. What did that singer do?
Yeah, we want to get David done first. Yeah, put him up. Okay, you guys ready to do David?
By the way, where are we going to put that? Because, I mean, we're going to do an intro. The interview was, how long did that go? 11?
We can do a quick intro.
No, it was.
Everybody, no. He is not.
Why don't you ask Trump for an interview?
We're just going to do a quick intro on it. But let's do
But
David.
again,
Didn't answer that.
I know you're saying we're just going to, so we're going to do a shorter A? Because that's, with our intro, even if we
we'll
do a short intro, that's
shorter
a
D.
12.5-minute B block.
We do a 6-minute D, 3-minute E.
I mean, you don't want D to be that short.
What's D? Rajan Diggs.
Rajan Diggs.
I have just David as A block 2 on, like, yesterday we
Yeah.
did like 9, so that's a little bit, I don't know if we'll
Maybe we do a 9-minute A.
that could work as well.
And then if it goes a little bit longer, you're going to have to cut a little bit of the
we'll
interview
go
out.
back.
Yeah. Okay. We have to time out the show. But here we go with David.
Here we go.
The teacher.
Teacher, the video.
So was that all of B?
Huh?
Was that all of B just now?
Yeah. Hey, let's move this thing back. So here's what we're going to do here, guys. Where's Devin? Okay. Yeah. Charles and I are going to just open it up. But I want everybody should be jumping in. Don't wait for us to talk to you. Just jump in, and everybody can participate in this, okay? Okay. What's that?
Just a burrito.
What's that, Devin?
Yeah.
You have pink eye?
Yeah, I hope not too.
What is that today?
Bruh.
What's up, Torrena and Joe's Secret Garden? Wolf
think-
AJ, Monique
think-
Hernandez, 2 words.
Devin has pink eye.
You don't get to mouth that.
That's defamation. You didn't see any.
You know,
No.
You know what's
Devin,
happening.
Devin.
He's at home changing diapers.
It's defecation.
He's at home changing diapers. You don't wash your hands right, and
Do you want Anakin for this?
No.
No.
Here we go.
Good luck, kid.
Okay, we're starting with David. Here we go. I can't read.
That's gonna be a bad back day.
Victim's teacher. I mean, you got to get David in there, and that's the
Victim's teacher tells class
Colon.
about David. And again, that monitor should be
teacher.
back because we're going to be walking around here.
victim's teacher, colon, David, victim's teacher, colon, David.
Victim's teacher
Spills
beans on David.
David details.
spills beans.
Victim's teacher
spills
spills
beans
David
on-
details.
That's fine. Okay, let's do this.
Trying to get David up
Yeah.
further.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
So Charlie, we want to really focus on you and Devin with, I wish Brent, the teacher stuff, and then we want to do the cancellation stuff.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Okay. And the monitor's got to go back because we're going to be swinging around here.
But make sure it's not behind. Yeah, we don't need to see it right now. Just make sure it's not behind these guys.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
We're not that interested
Jackson's
in the
gonna
monitor
have
anyway
to-
because we can see the clock.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to TMZ Live. Big developments in the case involving the singer David and the girl who was found dead in the trunk of his Tesla. Notably, we broke a lot of stories yesterday, but one of the big ones was we were able to talk to a teacher who taught Celeste Rivas and had a lot to say.
Yes, he opened up to his current class. Now, this teacher says he taught Celeste a couple of years ago when she was in middle school, but once he saw all the stories that we were breaking, he decided he wanted to share his information, what happened when Celeste was in his class with his current class. So what you're about to see is the teacher doing a little show and tell with all he knows about Celeste and David and how they met.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. She's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
So he said, it sounds like he was saying this, and we spoke to him, and it sounds like he was telling the class this almost as a cautionary tale about social media and going to social media. But in the process, it's interesting, he said she ran away in January, came back, and then ran away again, or at least disappeared again.
And that tracks with what we had seen as far as a missing children's poster that we saw. There was one earlier in the year, and then there was the one in May of 2024. So.
And we did confirm, too, that he was, in fact, a teacher at her school at that time when she used to go to school in Lake Elsinore. He is no longer a teacher there. So when he was referring to, oh, you see this photo of her with the poster, that's the poster here. So it's not his current school. He's now teaching in a different district.
That's why the video went so viral, too, is it kind of came across like he was kind of like clout chasing, being like, oh look, she was in my class, but he cleared the air with us.
Well, honestly, we thought that when we saw the video, right? This was it's odd that this teacher was sort of bragging about his connection,
I'm still not sure
and then we talked to him to clear it up.
I'm still not sure that that's like a good conversation to have with your science middle school class, and that's why this was originally posted online, was because the students started filming him secretly because they're like, why are we having this conversation? But he felt like he wanted to tell his students to be wary on social media.
So there's a lot more to talk about. So we told you there was a search of the home that he appeared to have been staying in the Hollywood Hills. So we now find out that they were testing for blood. There's something called luminol, which can light up a floor.
Everyone's seen this on CSI.
Yeah.
That they spray it, and it, allows them to see if there are traces of blood, even if it's been cleaned up.
So they were looking for luminol, on the floors. They were looking in drains to see if there were any traces of blood. We don't know what the results of the search were, but it's significant because the Tesla that contained her body in the trunk was parked nearby. And so it seems like their working theory is she might have been killed
if she were
in the house.
killed or dismembered in the house and then placed in that car and parked, a block and a half away.
Right, and we should say that the police have not named a suspect yet. The police have not named a person of interest yet, but that doesn't mean they don't have one. They got a search warrant, which means they clearly were able to show a judge that there was probable cause to believe a crime was committed. But the police have been playing this really close to the vest.
We also don't know what David's cooperation has been with cops. We were told early on he was cooperating with cops. Now it seems kind of unclear, but it is kind of interesting because...
Well, he's not talking to cops.
That's what we're hearing.
We now know, we've got it on pretty good authority. He's not talking to police.
Which you think is maybe normal, what an attorney would say to their client.
Of course. They just searched his house.
But I looked at it as, if you have nothing to hide, why would you not go to cops?
You don't look at it that way.
Once now he knows they've searched his house. He knows what they were looking for in his house. Anything he says
is incriminating.
But it is interesting, though, that now they have finally announced that the tour dates, he was supposed to perform in San Francisco. Is today the 19th?
Yeah,
or the 18th?
Tonight, San Francisco,
and then,
tomorrow,
no,
LA.
it was tomorrow
Tonight,
at the Greek in LA. Those have both been canceled. So he's not going to be performing.
Scrubbed from the Grammys.
Scrubbed from the Grammy Museum, which he was also supposed to have an appearance at
And
next
his album,
week.
and his
and
album.
he was supposed to be dropping a deluxe album with Interscope, who we now learned that they've pulled all that. So
I mean,
clearly he knows he
yeah.
has a lot going on.
Yeah, well,
It's not a good look to be on tour.
But the interesting thing is, the label is pulling all official promotion, and he's taken out of the Grammy Museum for this appearance. But there's still a lot of publicity around his name and his songs.
His streaming numbers.
Is streaming through the roof.
Also, we also reported this morning that those bloody shirts, the bloody clothing that were a part of his act and a part of some of his songs and the music videos, they're not available anymore.
Well, and it's interesting. The songs are, the titles of these songs are just
Romantic Homicide,
which, by the way,
is the number one streaming song for him right now.
Right.
Coincidence, but a creepy one.
So we also got, look, a lot of people are wondering, what was the relationship between this 15-year-old girl and this 20-year-old guy? And this goes back maybe to when she was even 13 and he was 18.
Right.
So we were able to get some video of the two of them together. So we've seen photos, and now we've got video of
them on a live stream where they're interacting with some of his fans. It's a short clip, and so it's hard to make out what they're talking about. But at one point, he does say to the moderators of the chat that we should make sure when this is done, don't leave it up. So I don't know what was being said during the chat because we've only seen that brief clip.
Well, she's pointing at some comments. I think people were making comments. You can't tell which one she's pointing at, but clearly
we also don't know when this
he
is
didn't
from.
want this to be clipped and go out anywhere.
So the way this works is, sometimes the LAPD will be really open about an investigation, and they'll kind of lay out what they've got. They'll hold a press conference. They have done they are holding this as close to the vest as just about any case I've ever seen.
And you're right, but it reminds me of the Brian Kohberger case where everybody was on the police saying, you are not giving us any information, you're bungling this case, and then they came out with a very airtight case which resulted in no trial.
And here's the difference.
But why haven't they been more aggressive with this guy?
We don't know.
You don't know that they haven't been.
Well, you're saying that he hasn't been questioned.
No, we don't. Well, he doesn't. He has a right not to be questioned.
Well, I mean, why haven't they just
yanked
them in?
I'm sure they asked to.
Well, why haven't they just yanked them in?
They can't do it. They can't do it. He has a right to remain.
They have a chopped up body in a vehicle that's owned by him.
The way it works
they could subpoena him. They could subpoena him.
No, they can't.
No, they can't subpoena him.
Because there's no case.
Right.
What do you mean? They have a chopped up body in his vehicle.
There's no subpoena.
Right, there's no subpoena because there's no trial.
I mean,
they can.
These guys can.
They can either arrest him or. Right. They can either arrest him or not.
Well, okay.
If they go to him,
find something
his
to
attorney
arrest
would
him
say,
on.
"Are you arresting my client?"
I mean, it shouldn't be that hard.
We don't want to say that. The way it works is this: that the police do an investigation, they follow a trail. When they find enough evidence that they believe somebody committed a crime, and it's got to be, real evidence, because the last thing they want to do is arrest somebody and then go to the DA, and the DA says, you don't have enough here to secure a conviction. We're going to release him.
And now you screwed this up. Even if you were to continue investigating, you screwed it up.
Totally screw it up. So they've got to pursue it. The difference with Kohberger is that with Kohberger, you didn't know anything about who may have done it. In this case, and I'm not saying he did because he is not a suspect yet, as far as we know, David, but people are looking at David. So I think it's different.
And Kohberger, we didn't know anybody at all.
Anybody at all.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kamar from Atlanta. And this young lady being found missing and then also her body being dismembered is quite, horrific. Just looking at the TikTok videos, apparently he started dating her around 11 years old. Her mother reported her missing around 13. And then now when police found the body in the back of the Tesla, she was about 15. I will definitely say this. Oh, he is. Everything is still allegedly, but at the same time, all roads are leading back to him. Also, when we look at the tattoo, I just want to say a lot of celebrities, they have that, Rihanna and Lindsay Lohan. So I see why a lot of people are saying that really can't be considered evidence. I just definitely
Well, no.
hope.
It can be considered evidence.
Yeah.
It's just not determinative evidence.
That wouldn't be enough.
They're building blocks that the LAPD is looking at right now.
So my question would be, what else do they need to do to say, hey, he's now considered a suspect? Because we see the video, we've seen everything on social media, and then the teacher even did it.
He's not a suspect unless they can tie him to the woman in the trunk and say he did it. Right. That's when he becomes a suspect.
The car was registered in his name, and I'm not
That's
saying
not enough.
That doesn't
not
mean
enough.
that he.
Somebody else could have put the body in. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you guys saying?
No, I just say this. I hope that.
He gained control over her.
Yeah, let's get it.
She wasn't a young lady. She was a little girl when he gained control over her.
It's true. Yeah. She wasn't a woman. She was a girl.
She was stored in the
She's a
front of
child.
the Tesla, not the back. It's called a
Did we
front.
say back?
Did we say back?
It was front.
It was the front.
It was
yeah.
the front.
It was the front
Did we
part.
say back?
It's the front.
Yeah.
They call it
It's
the
the front
front. We said
compartment.
front.
Are in the front.
Yeah.
People are talking about how he was selling, like, bloody T-shirts.
Yeah, right. We talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that.
See, he has the child guilty. People like him is what I hate about this country. Lock him up, bring him in without him having any rights.
People are saying
still
that?
He still has rights.
Wow. That's aggressive and wrong.
And wrong.
We're just trampling on the Constitution
kidding.
this week, right? That's
Someone's saying,
reached out
whose
to
pool of
Maria.
blood is it in? Oh, okay, it's not a pool of blood. It's Kylie Jenner, actually.
Oh, they
just-
thought
They
there was
thought
a
it was
photo of
blood.
a
Yeah, it did kind of look like it.
You want your mic down?
Yeah.
that it was a pool of blood back there.
Yeah, but it's not. It's Kylie Jenner.
She's right over here. She was. Oh, Tawanda. Left over from TMZ on TV was a pitch this morning.
I did take a peek at that. So don't throw it away.
What? Why?
I'll keep it. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Get out of here, Jackson.
AIG said, oh,
What
I
else?
lost a comment.
What else do we
AIG
have?
says, by definition, he is a suspect. They may not put his name on blast, but anybody in the immediate proximity to her is a suspect, especially the guy dating her. Whose car is she so happy to be founding?
You are
Wait,
right
what?
that the police.
She's not happy to be found in there, bro. Sorry. Go
You're
on.
right that the police may be operating as if he is a suspect, but they can't come out and say that unless they know they have enough evidence that there's a probable. They have enough evidence to go to the DA.
Mm-hmm.
If the police just came out and started saying people were suspects before they had enough evidence, they, one, blow the case, two, they get sued. What else we got?
Let's see. I think someone's correcting themselves here. Oh, the person earlier actually said that you can't bring him in. He has rights, not that bring him in with no
he does
rights.
have rights.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. You can. I mean, I think this is just my opinion. I think what's going to happen in this case is that there's not going to be a name someone a suspect. They will arrest someone when they have enough evidence. They're just trying to gather it right now. They don't. The fact that they haven't arrested someone means they don't have it airtight yet.
Even if
And
he is
they're
not
working to
guilty, why is he not helping?
Because that's part of his rights. He doesn't. He has the right to not incriminate himself. So why would he go in and sit and say anything? Because it will all potentially just be used against him.
During
Those are
OJ,
the Miranda rights.
During OJ Simpson, one of the craziest things that's happened was that on the Tuesday he came back, I remember it, it was June 13th, at around noon,
came back from
OJ
Chicago.
Simpson and his lawyer waltzed into LAPD. The lawyer went to lunch, and OJ sat alone with the two lead detectives and talked to them for 32 minutes. Blew my mind. And the craziest part, because you never do that, and yet he did. And yet, the two detectives just were starstruck and let him skate. And it was a 32-minute interview that should have lasted 8 hours. And why the cut in your hand? How did it happen? And a million other questions. And they had him for 32 golden minutes, and they just blew it. And it was maybe the whole case would have been different.
Maybe it was the start of several things that worked out in OJ's benefit.
Many, but
I mean, he didn't do it.
But it was also crazy that he was allowed to talk to the cops. Crazy.
Mike Down?
And you just don't do it. As a criminal defense lawyer, you do not do it. Never.
You would think he would do anything he could do to help solve the murder, especially if he had nothing to do with it. Makes him look very guilty.
And again, we don't know what he's done specifically, but look, everybody's got opinions based on what we're doing is we're just following the case. So, you know, the first thing, we were following this case before the LAPD even knew about this girl because we got the tip that it might be this girl called her mother. Her mother then told us about not only a tattoo in her right index finger, but that it was red, and she was dating a guy named David. So I called, actually, the LAPD, the homicide detective, and gave the homicide detective the mother's name and phone number, and mentioned the tattoo was red, which is something that wasn't out. And the detective said, thank you, and then days later, they identified her as Celeste Rivas. So we've been in this from the beginning, and it's just kind of following it. It's like, well, does she have a connection to David? And then all of a sudden we get a picture, and then we find out that he was in Lake Elsinore near her house. And then we find out that the house he was living in is right by where the Tesla was, and on and on and on. So it's these kind of building blocks that you get. And look, we're not prosecutors. We're just telling you what we know right now.
Judy says, if I had a 15-year-old, she's not going to walk out and go and meet some rapper at 15, no way in hell. What I'd like to say is, she was 13 when she went out and met him. So it's worse.
He was 18 when she was 13. Yeah. Yeah. So,
okay, ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
You want me on the right? Okay.
Jackson, you're moving like people are just bored with us.
Huh?
You're moving like people are bored with us, and if they are, tell us.
What, moving like people are bored? I'm trying to keep them entertained.
Oh.
He's trying to keep them.
Because here's the thing. It's got to be, that's streaming. It's next thing.
WC Handy over here.
Okay, we're moving on. Well, we're talking to our buddy, Damon John.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Damon.
Take me out to the ball game today. What's going on?
You know.
What are you doing?
I'm going to be throwing out the pitch out here.
I hate to tell you, but I hate to tell you, but nobody's in the stands, man.
Sorry.
I'm spitting. I'm getting ready. I'm getting into character.
What are you doing?
What is going on?
Damon, there are no people in the stands. There are no players out there.
I got to warm up. I'm going to throw out the pitch later on. I'm going to be here a couple of hours. So I got to warm up.
Oh, my God.
Work with me, guys. Work with me. I was in a Whammo last night, and a Whammo in San Francisco. That's what we're talking about today.
All right.
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm in Oakland at the Oakland Ballers Stadium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be throwing on the pitch later on today.
Nice. All right.
Okay, we are ready to go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, the rideshare wars have reached a new level. Used to be, you know, you'd open up your app, your phone, and you look at your apps. Do I go Uber? Do I go Lyft? Do I go? Well, now the new level is ride shares. Which one do you want? Do you want to get Waymo, which is going out to more parts of the country? We have it here in LA.
It's everywhere.
These are the automated cars where there's no driver.
They're so cool.
You order it, you get in, and you don't have to talk to the driver, and the self-driving car takes you where you want to go. Now, Waymo's getting some competition from Tesla, which kind of makes sense because that's the whole thing about Tesla's been their automated driving cars, right? The people who buy them want to use them. So why not get into the rideshare business? But are they getting in too late? There's a lot of money here, and you know what that means.
We follow the money.
We follow the money. Go to our buddy Damon John, normally from Shark Tank, but today he is a minor league baseball player.
Very minor because there are no other players in the field.
No other players
Well,
or fans.
you know,
Or fans.
guys, when you got gout, you don't make it to the major league.
Ah.
But, you know.
It's not a rule, but yeah, I mean, generally speaking.
I'm just going out to fish later on today at the Oakland Bowlers. But, you know, I was in, San Francisco last night. Waymo's riding around. It is not too late. We are just at the beginning stage. But, you know, follow the money. I called it in April that people should invest in Tesla when everybody was mad. And I called it because I saw that they're creating these patterns. You know, imagine how many Teslas out there. They have the grid. It was around $250 when I called it. It's now at $423, the stock. So that's about a 70% return on your capital. You would have gotten 5% if you put it at the bank. But, you know, here's what Tesla's doing. They're saying, listen, once you buy a car in a couple of years, your car is going to drop you off at work, and then it's going to go and make money for you and come back home. And I think that that's an interesting concept. And I think that there's a lot of room and a lot of growth here for for the car companies as well as for us who it's getting more expensive to own a car.
That's really interesting because, you know, on the one hand, you could say that people will buy a Tesla so that they can use it to make money, but I think most people are just going to say, I don't even want a car anymore. That it's just so much easier to do something like this. When you need it, you go. And when you don't have to pay insurance, you don't have to pay gas, you don't have to deal with all that stuff. So to me, there's going to be a limited number of people involved in the car business, and everybody else is just going to be a consumer.
It's going to be rideshare.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we're going. I mean, when I think about it these days, I don't want a car either. You know, when I am home, if it's not the 250 days I travel a year, do I really want to deal with who's going to clean the car? Where am I going to park it?
Right.
You know, my cars are sometimes pretty expensive if it's not my pickup truck. And then I got the valet guy trying to, hey, you want me to put it in front? Hey, we don't take credit cards. They're trying to rob me. It's just too much of a pain. I think that, and also listen, when we're talking about my daughters and stuff like that, when you see, New York and a lot of these cities is crazy. I want to put them in a vehicle, but now I don't have to worry about an Uber driver. Nothing wrong with Uber drivers, but now I know it's in a vehicle where I can monitor them. It's safe. You know, I think this is where we're going. I think it's better for all of us. And when you follow the money, whether it's your personal pockets, whether you're saving money there, or you're making money investing in any of these companies.
So, Damon, I saw a study that said that Waymo, their accident rate is like 80% lower than a human-driven cars, for the accident rate for human-driven cars. That's got to be because they have the data that these cars are operating off of, and the technology is that good. And I guess that's my point. Tesla is now jumping into this a couple years after Waymo has been started. Does Waymo have a big enough head start technology-wise and just city data-wise that can Tesla make up the ground there?
I think Tesla can, because when you're putting a satellite in space every week, I think you probably have a good amount of technology around you. But I think that also that all of the Teslas that have existed for the last whatever years, 5, 10 years, we have created the pattern, the driving patterns around. So now you have that. Then you have all these new sensors and cameras that are going to be put in, and I'm sure that you're going to be able to get into the grid. I do believe that Tesla will catch up fairly quickly, and I think that it's going to have a good advantage. But I do think that there's room for 3 and 4. You know, when we started, there was Chevy and Ford and this and that company. So I do believe that there's enough room for all of us in this market, and there's going to be a lot of other things coming out, such as scooter type of smaller transport vehicles, these one man and one woman vehicles that are also going to operate, and then just wait until one operator drone type of things are going to come out right now that they're testing. So we are in the craziest time ever.
You know, I was literally thinking last night, because I had seen this report about that Teslas, I forgot the number, but there were like 42 incidents where they wouldn't stop at railroad crossings when they should have. And I was just thinking, boy, when Waymo and Tesla start competing, are we going to start seeing ads from, for example, Waymo saying, look at the problems Tesla's having, and almost scaring people away from going into a Tesla when you really haven't heard that about Waymos?
That's a good question. I mean, I think with rolling out, you can either concentrate on a couple of things when you're advertising marketing. You can have scare factor, hey guys, we're better than this person because of this, or you can just keep pushing your brand, because I'm sure that Waymo, obviously with their apps and everything else, just push more of the confidence on the value you're going to add, because I believe Waymo is starting to also do deals with the Ubers and the other ones.
Yeah.
So it's better for them to not talk about this person and join powers with other people who could then bring their audience. Remember, OPM should be other people's mind power, manpower, marketing, manufacturing. And you definitely can make money off of Tesla's other people's mistakes, but 100%, I think they're going to move forward with more strategic partners. And by the way, I do own Tesla, and I'm going to buy some Waymo as well.
Smart
Okay.
man. That's
Well,
how you follow the money.
Hope you're able to stretch during the 7th inning.
Get the arm loose.
I am, and
Get
by
your
the
arm
way,
loose, man.
I'm told that Too Short is a partial owner of this team. What's my favorite word? I can't
We're
say that
not
word.
using that word here. We're not using that word here. Thanks, Damon.
Okay,
We'll
Damon.
see you next time, man.
You got it.
That's funny. That is funny.
You don't know what the word is.
It's a dirty word.
Do you know which word? Hold on, he was laughing. What's the word?
I was proud of you.
What's his favorite word?
I thought it was female organ.
No.
Oh, I thought that's what it was.
No, female dog.
Oh, dog.
It's the song. You know the song?
Oh, no.
I thought you were close.
No, but I thought it
Oh
was
God,
female.
I can't listen to this.
I was so proud of
Well,
him.
how many times do you think
I
he's
have a
been in a
problem.
club?
I have a
was like,
problem
good for
with
you.
Waymos.
You've only done it like twice, right?
Well, hang
I've
on,
done
comments
it
first.
You've done it?
25 times.
Really?
Yeah, I do it on the weekends. I love it. I love it.
You said you have a
Except,
problem with it.
I'll
Okay,
tell
go
you,
on.
I have a big problem with it. They're
I've not tried it
great
yet.
when you get in. They're great, but when you order one, it'll say 7 minutes, and then all of a sudden it goes 19 minutes.
Well, that's true of
it's not
driver.
as bad. It's not as bad as Uber.
It
No, I mean,
absolutely.
whether it's worse than Uber.
It's same thing happens with Uber
But
or
that's
Lyft.
probably because there's
Tells
only
you one
so
time.
many Waymos.
No,
Like,
it looks because you can see where it is, and it goes to somebody else, even though
Closer
it was going to
or
you, and then
farther.
all of a sudden it goes to somebody else.
Are your
Kyle, you
rides?
want to sat
are
in
you
here?
going
You use
far?
Waymo every
And it's
morning.
pain in the ass.
235 Waymo rides.
Look at Kyle.
235.
No, I don't.
He does have a car. Kyle takes Waymo every day to
Waymo
work.
here every day. It's great.
But don't you have that where you order it and then it's like, we'll be here in 7 minutes, and then it's 17?
Well,
I
he's
thought
doing it
it's
so early
actually-
in the morning.
I think they must be like parked right near my apartment. I find it more accurate than Uber.
Also, but you're doing it so early in the morning. There's not a lot of competition.
Yeah, if you do it like Saturday night.
You're doing it on
Are your rides
Saturday
like
night.
far distances?
Like when you come home from dinner at 7.
Right.
I think it's
everyone's
insane
taking
that
the
we,
cars to go out. You're going home.
Right. I think it's insane that we still drive merely feet from others' vehicles at 70 miles per hour, all because roads were designed for pedestrian and horse travel.
Can I ask you a question?
Not the roads in LA.
I'm having a domestic issue at home.
Okay.
Well, let's all go here. Let's just leave him. Let him talk. Let him talk.
This is a safe space,
Okay.
Harvey.
No, I know, and I want your opinion about this. I've been getting in arguments. Like right now, my feet are on this chair.
Okay.
Okay, and I realize that I walk on the cement and everything else.
You walk
and maybe
lots of places.
And maybe this isn't the
And that's
the best
Brendan's
thing.
chair.
And so I shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
But let me ask you something, and I'm really serious. I want to settle this. If you're at home and you're sitting on the sofa and you don't have socks on, you're barefoot. Can you put your feet
barefoot?
On the table?
No. Not on the table. On the pillow. On the pillow.
You
cannot put your feet on the
you
pillow.
put your face on that. No, you don't
You
want
put your
toe
nasty
crusty.
feet on the pillows on the.
Ew.
I thought I was going to
There's
whisper.
a good reason why you have never been invited to my house.
Lost
What in
that
the?
right.
You're a terrorist. What is?
Harvey's
Oh
on
my
the
pillow.
Come on.
Unless it's a designated foot pillow.
Come on,
There's no
Harvey.
designated
You put your
foot
nasty
pillow.
feet on the
Designated
pillow?
foot pillow.
And you're
Okay,
probably
I
like,
still
your
remember.
toes like
God.
this. Do you do this with your toes?
Yeah, what about like on a bed? Can you put
Oh my God.
Well, your feet are on the bed.
Yeah,
No, you don't put them on the
You know
pillow.
what?
You
The
sleep your
moment you
put your
said
head
that,
on.
200 people left the stream.
Serious?
Yeah.
You do?
All right, where we go?
I put my feet all over my pillows.
Oh, you're in good company. You're in good company.
Are you rolling over?
Oh my God. This is my compadre.
And by the way, the foot
welcome, Paul.
Wait, why don't you take your shoes off when you go in your house?
So I guess you
Wait, I
guys
don't
don't think
think
this is
so.
fair.
Yeah, because Derek's fucking young.
Harvey.
Oh, I thought he was saying
Are you ready to do headlines?
Shoes in my house.
Yeah.
Do you
headlines.
get butt naked the second you go home?
Okay. Cameron.
We could.
Okay, so again, every day we give you a story, you come up with a headline, and best headline we put on the website and social, and then we also give you a TMZ t-shirt.
By the way,
Okay.
I feel like we should do a poll after I say what the story is. So, Terry Dubrow was out to dinner.
Oh, I love this.
He was out.
I love this.
Yeah, he was out to dinner last night
With his wife, Heather.
Yeah, with his wife Heather at Mr. Chow.
Which is a fancy schmancy Asian restaurant in Beverly Hills, O-line.
Yes, and there was a woman there that was choking, so he had to perform the Heimlich. And what was funny is it didn't work the first time. He had to do it a few times before it finally actually worked. And then at the end he goes, I'm happy I was able to, help this woman and everything. But the restaurant and the woman, he didn't get a free meal, he didn't get a piece of dessert. He was not comped the
She
meal.
didn't send a drink. She didn't buy him dessert. She didn't comp the meal.
And the
she
restaurant didn't either.
Yeah, but all she said was thank you. So it's really more about her than the restaurant.
Yeah.
So we need a headline for this. And Terry was funny about it.
Yeah. He's tongue-in-cheek
But
about it.
when you think about it, he kind of saved her life. And she didn't do shit.
I mean, the least you could do is at least buy a drink, right? I mean,
So it's
the
an
least.
Asian restaurant. So there might be a dish that you might want to use in the headline, perhaps, or not. But very famous, Mr. Chow. And it's about a woman who all she said was thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the story. It's a good story.
And what do they get? What does the winning headline get?
You get a TMZ t-shirt with or without my signature.
Stand by.
No.
for
They have
a
an
headline
option not
sticker.
to.
Oh, yeah. We actually got a request that someone, they want you to sign it, Charles, Anakin.
Wow.
They asked for
Look at
Anakin,
you,
Babcock.
Jackson.
They want
I'm-
all of them
I'm
on the
signing
signature.
things.
Look at you.
Oh, wait, I love that.
That's
And
really sweet.
while
Oh,
we're
here's what
talking-
we'll do.
What will we do?
I'll sign it, and then he'll put +1.
Oh my God.
Womp, womp, womp. Poor Anakin. All jokes
You can't
aside,
live
though,
this
with the
down,
t-shirts,
can you?
guys,
I
just
think the
a heads
reason you
up,
forgot about it was because
if you
were
win
nervous
in
I
a
was-
week, they will be sent out on Friday.
No, I
Monique,
wasn't.
you've been asking if your shirt has been sent out. It has not. They will be sent out on every Friday. So if you win in the week, if you win on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, your shirt will not be sent out until that Friday.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's go.
All right, is it Kanye West time?
We'll do that in a minute. Yeah, we're going to do Kanye West. Oh, I'm in this thing, by the way. I found out.
Oh yeah, you are.
Ugh,
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Harvey's famous.
I don't like to be aligned with him.
Well, he was in here.
No, I know.
What do you
Be
mean you're
careful,
in it?
yeah.
You got
There
interviewed?
was a point before he went nuts on everything that was going on.
Oh.
He invited me to his office/studio
Look at this headline.
in the Valley.
When?
God.
So a long time ago.
2000, what was it, 18?
Was that the one you-
19?
Not-
It was
you-
a few months
was that
before
when
he came in here.
did the
A month
breakfast
before.
thing?
Yeah. What was that, 18 or 19?
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so he invites me to his office. So I go there, and there are like 12 people in there. And he is playing music from a record he was going to release. And he's singing, and they're going over it. And it was actually kind of fun. And so I'm just kind of watching and listening. And for some reason, he's got that in this thing. Because I remember somebody was shooting it, and I thought, this may not end up being good.
Well, he had people shooting everything.
I know.
Recording everything.
No, I know.
Like, yeah.
Well, that's in there.
You before Kanye, we gotta tape the top of B.
Oh, right.
Okay. Why they
Ready, Freddie?
were dancing in that ballroom last night.
I had the best swim today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nobody knows it.
I actually
You
switched to
know
that gym, and I've seen the pool.
What, LA Fitness?
Yeah. It's
Toots
pretty.
and the Mike Dolls. And it was sweet and dandy, sweet and sweet. Can I tell you something? I am always, I don't know what you were just laughing about. Anakin and I were having a
He
conversation.
just leaked something.
He always amazes me. We already know he's kind of an old soul.
Him?
Yeah, but really knows like old music.
He totally knows old music.
I just sang
I'll
a
take
very.
the rare compliment.
I just sang a very. Unless you are really into reggae, you wouldn't know.
And he knew it?
It's a song from the Harder They Come soundtrack.
And you knew it?
Yeah, and he like immediately was on it.
No,
I'm like-
he's.
and I wasn't even.
He
just kind of humming it.
knows stuff. Okay, we're doing B. Weren't we?
Yeah, you were here. Oh no, I think you
Yeah,
were.
it
You were
was
right.
interview time,
Yeah,
yeah.
we were here actually.
That is
Right.
correct. We were here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's an. It's a quick bite. Play this JD Vance fight.
In Washington, there is a new sheriff in town. And under Donald Trump's leadership, we may disagree with your views, but we will fight to defend your right to offer it in the public square, agree or disagree.
Yeah. So the FCC chairman said the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The uproar over Jimmy Kimmel's suspension is growing on both sides, really. You had Jon Stewart coming back on his day off last night on The Daily Show to do a very funny send-up of what news is going to look like under President Trump's administration.
And on the other side, you have Gutfeld and others saying Jimmy Kimmel was canceled for low ratings. The reality is the FCC stepped in and applied pressure.
Right.
And that's the issue right now.
Yeah, and it is interesting. Since this has become such a big issue, there's a clip of the vice president speaking in February in Germany, and he was addressing, I believe, the EU. And listen to what he had to say about free speech.
In Washington, there is a new sheriff in town. And under Donald Trump's leadership, we may disagree with your views, but we will fight to defend your right to offer it in the public square, agree or disagree.
But that was February, and now we're in September.
And now it's September, so maybe things have changed.
So
maybe not.
look, there is a big uproar right now where, people are calling it censorship. People are saying it was a simple business decision. Let's get a different perspective.
Right. Joining us now is U.S. Congressman Pat Harrigan, congressman from North Carolina. And he has been outspoken about Jimmy Kimmel and what he said on his show. He is joining us right now to discuss this. Congressman, welcome to TMZ Live.
Okay. And for our viewers who are confused, why there is now no congressman that we're interviewing.
We did the interview because he was catching a plane, so we didn't want to do the intro because we didn't want to lose him because he had to get on the plane.
So we did the interview earlier for our
we
new
did the
viewers.
interview earlier.
Yeah. And now we're going to go to Kanye.
Okay, we're going to do Kanye. What's their temperature
Always got to catch him at the airport.
Catch him at
Sorry?
the
What's their
airport.
temperature today? Because you're the one that's the
It's
gatekeeper.
it's a good temperature. It's a good
Mr.
temperature.
Ringmaster?
I just want to make sure we're not boring them.
No, but the reason I don't want it to come across like I'm like, hurry up, let's finish the show. When you stay on one thing for too long,
people start. Got it.
That's why
You got to
streaming is
gotta
very
keep it moving.
next.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm not
This
trying to
is good
rush
to
you
know.
guys.
Good to
No,
know.
this is a
Good to know.
good learning.
Okay, here we go.
The Kris Jenner, I think, is a more interesting
Okay, here we go.
soundbite. What is the name of the doc?
He did not see this coming. Nothing. Nobody got that. Okay, here we go.
I did. I
It's
know
okay.
it.
No, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's go. Come on, we're boring them.
All right, here we go. And who's that? Well, there is a new documentary in theaters today all about Ye, Kanye West. In fact, it is called From Kanye to Ye, In Whose Name? And it features a lot of behind-the-scenes footage of Kanye over the last 7 years or so, and seeing his interactions with people that he's working with, this confrontation with Michael Che you're seeing here, and also his family members. In particular, we're about to show you a clip where he is complaining about how he's talking to Kris Jenner about how the internet is reacting to things he's saying and doing. And it really gives you a window into what it was like to live with Kanye West at this time. I believe this is 2000. Do we know is this 2018?
It's probably like 2017.
2017.
No,
right after he
16.
got hospitalized.
Got it. All
Okay.
right. So right after his hospitalization. Watch this.
Dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go on mine, that's 50% of what people say, at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
You just said,
I have to finish the sentence.
It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes. 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 I'm saying yes. And I love you. I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. I love you. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
So, you know, I got to say,
raw.
I know
That
something
is raw.
about this. This is after Kanye had a complete mental breakdown, was committed at UCLA's psych ward. They were doing everything they could, the Kardashians, to right the ship here. And, you know, it's like when somebody is going through an episode like this, they are trying to calm it down, and you can just see it's interesting. He put it out. They just were powerless.
It is incredibly painful and difficult for the person going through it, and also for the people around them who are usually trying to help them, but it's just they don't always see it that way, and it is.
You know, I haven't talked about this publicly, but I do know something, and I think enough time has passed. Kim wanted to divorce Kanye long before she actually filed, but she didn't want to do it while he was going through an episode and delayed it for a long time. I'm not talking a week or a month, a long time, because it was going to affect the family, and she dealt with it, but wouldn't pull that, you know, the ripcord until much after she wanted to.
It really shows you a glimpse of how Kanye really got to this point. You know, it was just like the unraveling of the beginning of the end.
He is involved in the production of this. Obviously, this footage is.
He greenlit. You know, it's an independent filmmaker, but he let this guy follow him for the last 6-7 years, and it doesn't seem like they cut anything out.
No, and you know, and I will say, and again, just kind of a behind-the-scenes thing. I think a lot of people know what happened when he came into our office once.
2018, May 1st.
And just went, you know, started talking about slavery and all. I had gone to his house 2 days before because I wanted to make sure that we weren't going to put him on and we weren't going to see an episode.
That he was okay. And I remember you,
when you
left his house, you called me. We had a conversation.
Literally,
about,
as I pulled out of the driveway.
Right.
He's a Gemini.
Well,
this goes
not
beyond
that.
Gemini.
It's not Gemini. It's not Gemini. Remember, you and I talked.
Yeah.
And I said he seemed fine.
I want to say, by the way, he seemed fine at the start when he came in. We talked to him.
Off the rails. So, you know, it is interesting. He's just put it all out there.
Yeah. And by the way, the clip with Michael Che is also interesting because that was after his meltdown. A few months after he was here, he did SNL and then went off in the final song. So it's all there. His behavior and also everyone's reactions to him.
Hi, my name is Angie and I'm from the UK. Now, I think where it actually went wrong for Kanye West was when he got involved with the Kardashian family. The moment he got involved with Kim, that is when his life completely started falling apart. And I think it does actually matter, as the Kardashians did let him down and pretty much let him be and fed him to the wolves.
I really disagree with you. This is mental illness. He has a mental illness, and that's not a slight on him. It's just a fact. And the Kardashians didn't create that. And if anything, Kim tried supporting him for a long, long, long time. and I'm not a Kardashian apologist.
Right.
But that's
It's just
the way
a
it
very
is.
difficult situation for any family, any person who's dealing with, and for the individual especially, to be dealing with that kind of mental illness.
Absolutely. What? What?
I appreciate Ye's transparency. You literally don't have to guess what he is thinking. You'll always know. When his mom passed away, it impacted him completely.
I think that's really true.
If anything, that's
really true.
That's the thing that really upset him.
Really, really true.
More than that's thing that it was Kim Kardashian or the family's fault that he doesn't hold water.
The Kardashians surely didn't create it. Kim showed him a lot of grace.
Right.
That's mental illness. They are fine 1 second, the next they are throwing pasta at the wall.
Right.
Kim showed her grace regarding
strange
Kanye.
example,
She's better
but-
than me. I think the whole celebrity scene kind of messed him up.
Oh, I'm not touching Devin's desk.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I don't know what he's got.
Okay, you want to do headlines?
Yeah.
You got
You
good
got
ones?
headlines?
Let's do it. Okay.
Shit.
What do you got?
You got headlines, Jacob? Awesome, thank you.
What do you got?
There's one that's
Okay.
really good. I want to see.
Here
it
we
right now.
go. Headlines.
We're gonna go with it. Charles. Headlines.
All right. First one from AIG Trader. Kung Pao hero saved a life, paid full price.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Kung Pao hero.
You said put a dish name in
Actually, I
it.
like that. Kung Pao hero saved a life, full price.
From True Honesty, Terry and Heather saves stingy customers.
Keep going.
To
Official John Charles. Woman walks away, Chow stop in heroics.
Next.
Walk as in W-O-K.
Got
Okay,
it.
whatever. Well, I gotta stand up for my people, you know?
Yeah, no, that was a good explanation.
Neil Taylor. No love from Chow or Choker. All right.
That's
They did the first one.
okay, but
That's
the first
okay.
one
the first
was
one was really good.
All right.
Go on. And last one.
Baker Sodes. Botched gratitude at Mr. Chow.
number
I get
one.
the botched. It's number one. I mean,
Yep.
one.
Me,
Number
Anakin,
one.
and
Easy.
Cameron already. We've already set it
Okay,
up. We
you got
already
it?
agreed.
Okay. You got
Kung
Terry
Pao
DeBrow.
hero.
hashtag
Saved a
Terry
life,
DeBrow.
paid full
Okay,
price.
Hero.
AIG Trader.
What is it again?
Kung Pao
Pao
hero.
hero.
Kung
colon.
Pao hero is the second line.
Saved a life, ... paid full price.
Saved a life.
Paid full price. I love it.
Paid full price.
Had a catchy
That's
little
really
thing.
good.
It's
Who
really
was that?
Had a
AIG
rhyme.
Trader.
AIG Trader. That was really good. Okay, here's what it looks like.
It was like the first one that came through too on the track.
That's really good.
I spelled
And
it.
here's what it looks like.
Kung
Do a
Pao
comma.
hero.
No, it's not going to work. It's still not going to work.
I gotta
Saved a life. Paid
Take a
full
little
price.
sipperoo
Do an
here.
exclamation here.
Okay.
3 exclamations.
Like between
No,
the two.
at
You
the
mean
end.
at the end, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying
I think
to
just like that.
Yeah.
Does
Trying to chill
kind of weird.
on the
I don't know. Oh, that looks better.
on
Yeah.
anything that
Oh, that's it.
messes me up.
Good job.
AI Trader, please
Good job.
send your shirt size.
Hey.
If you're a woman, we have woman shirts. If you're a man,
Are we in
men's.
D2? Is that where we are?
To TMZideas
Wait a
at
minute.
TMZ.com.
What did we just do?
Size and address.
Kanye. See.
Oh, that was C. What are we doing in D?
Do you want to do lunch before we do D?
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk for a second, guys. First of all, what did we do yesterday? Was that the
No,
vegetable
he is-
thing?
Oh, I get to sit down?
Oh, that was good.
You're having chicken this weekend, so maybe chicken dish.
How do you know he's having chicken this week?
You told me.
No, I
Told you that Andy's making
I
barbecue
had,
chicken.
I had,
No, that
I had
was
chicken
yesterday.
last night. I had
Oh.
chicken last night too.
Andy was
Double
I'm
chicken,
gonna
so
do
maybe
something
not
else. I'm
chicken.
gonna do something else.
Andy was probably not happy.
I'm gonna do something else.
Ceviche from that Coney Seafood.
From which what?
Coney Seafood.
You know what? It's not filling enough.
Get 2.
No, it's not.
You know,
I want to do
honestly-
the nacho.
Oh, the nacho taco or the.
What about the poke nachos?
That's what.
Poke
that's going to be
nachos,
one. The
right.
poke nachos, which
That was
are
from
really, really good.
yesterday.
Poke nachos, or. Well, I'm just going to say it. Okay, poke nachos are grilled salmon.
From where?
From Water Grill. It's really good.
Water grill.
Let's get that
Poke
pull up.
nachos, The poke nachos have poke in it. It's really good, spicy and such. So you guys really turned on me on that pillow thing. I had no idea. I thought I was gonna kind of win that maybe. Nope.
Poll is poke
Harvey, like-
Sorry, Chris. Can you hear me?
Would you want to put your feet on someone's, like with their bare foot?
Honestly, I don't care. My dog's butts are on those pillows.
Probably cleaner than people's feet.
They are.
No,
well, it's true. My dog's butts are on.
And yeah.
They don't know better.
But as long as
Thank you, man.
And also, the dog shouldn't, but the dog shouldn't be on the pillows
dog
either.
Doesn't know pillow from cushion, doesn't know, right?
Well, as long as it's got dog butt on it, what is it
Why
gonna
are the
matter
dog
if it's got
butts
my
on the
feet?
pillows too?
Wait a minute, am I right there?
No.
You should train the dog to
No, you're not right.
When the dog's butt goes on the pillow,
Well,
you tell the
but
dog
he
get off.
has. I mean, you've seen his dogs. You have a real, like
Right.
a dog
A real dog.
A dog
My
that
dog
you can
knows,
talk
man,
to.
you're not putting a dog you can talk to.
Harvey, they want you to start taking pictures of your lunch.
Oh, okay.
And showing. They want to see what these dishes look like that he eats.
Oh, you mean like before they've made the decision, or after?
No,
they
after, and then like
Friday,
they want to see it the next day.
Oh, okay.
See what it looks like.
All right.
So you have to start
so
making.
He's gonna look like some corny food instant.
A food star is going to turn Harvey into a food. Yes,
If you
Harvey,
put
you're
your
wrong.
bare feet on a pillow on your sofa,
We're gonna lose more viewers.
They already answered. They already answered and said no.
If you have dogs and the dogs put their butts in the
menacing
pillows, what does
angle.
it matter if your feet are on them? No, do not do that, Netta. No, Netta, I have tried
What is it?
that. Do not.
I've tried.
Oh, is this the ghost pepper sauce you did?
Netta, do
She
not.
is asking for
Do not do it.
No.
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta move.
You're going
Do
to
not
sports.
do it.
You're going to sports
Okay, sports?
for Raja.
Oh, right. Okay. I have not heard back.
Oh, that's. Want to take this with you? I gotcha.
Yeah, I can. Listen, man.
Damn, guys, look how slow he's walking.
Well, no, I'm looking for something. Oh, no, I never heard back.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
I saw him. Just messing with him.
My
Pushcart
God.
King in Jamaica.
Right.
How do you drink out of
Oh,
this?
God.
Is he gonna?
No, feel
Oh,
this.
jeez. Hold on one second.
Pushcart King.
Edward.
Is that not the same size?
No, it's
This
not.
is, they're
not
the
hot.
same. They're the same. No, but it's like really
Edward,
heavy. How do you drink?
know this story?
Feel this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Could do.
J-Rock. Edward needs a mic. Harvey, this is gonna
Gee,
be
wouldn't have to
Edward.
join that gym now.
Nice pool, by the way.
It's great.
Must be cool swimming in the morning. when
It's
it's
great.
dark.
What time do you go?
I go after work.
Harvey.
I've been considering coming in before, but it just means I'd have to go to bed at.
I don't know if Babcock's gonna be in it.
It's better before because it's
Jesus.
less.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's less
Pull in a
crowded.
China shop, man.
Oh my God.
Or
You dropped
never
the
mind.
Jake Paul body spray.
Almost knocked me out.
I know.
He almost took my head off.
Okay, one hand.
Don't.
Left hand.
Oh, actually, yeah,
left,
do it.
Left
Please.
hand.
You're not
Please,
catching.
yeah.
Left hand.
Yes.
Oh.
I can't do that to him. I
He has a
can't.
baby
I won't do it
hand.
on him.
He's. I know. Wait, me or him?
Him.
I mean, I'll
His
spray
hands
some
are
on
so
you if you
tiny.
want.
Is it?
Well.
Okay,
mine are
where's
no better.
Babcock?
He's on
Does it
a
actually
phone
have
call,
a
but
scent?
Edward's been working the
Or
story,
is it just
so
like a
Okay, Edward's doing it.
yeah, and then just stay here for
Okay, no,
Stephon
you stay there.
Diggs.
Oof. Oh, God, it does have a smell. Ooh. Oh, God.
Okay, let's go. Come on, we gotta move.
He would have been pissed
Okay.
if you sprayed that on him.
This will just
Okay.
be Edward. I'll try to
Go.
get Babcock or Stephon
Wider.
Diggs.
Wider.
Literally.
There you go.
Where's LA?
That's what you want? Okay.
Yeah, you can move in if you want, but start there.
Concao.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. A big development in a case we told you about, about a month ago. This really horrific video of Raja Jackson, who's the son of Rampage Jackson, in a professional wrestling bout where he snapped. I don't know how else to describe it. Obviously, this was a choreographed professional wrestling bout, but he decided to go off script and
You
just
could see by
started
that body
beating
slam
the hell out of his
And
opponent.
he almost killed Psycho Sid. Almost
Psycho Sid was in the hospital.
Almost killed him.
Right.
He had to be pulled off.
Psycho Stu, yeah.
Psycho Stu, excuse me. I mean, you could. Let me just say, Psycho Stu would be dead if they didn't pull him off.
I think I
he was
agree with
almost
you. I
dead
agree.
the way it was.
Well, the district attorney here in LA agrees. Now, the charge, so Rajah Jackson was arrested for what you just saw there. That's the new development. But the charge is not what we expected.
The arrest.
He's just been booked at
Just
this
been
point.
booked.
Arrested.
Got it.
He's been booked for felony battery. And there are a lot of people, frankly, myself included, who thought more appropriate would be attempted murder because he is a trained fighter. His hands are deadly weapons. He knew what he was doing when he was pummeling this guy in the face. And he was willing to keep doing it until the guy died.
I see your point. I mean, it's one thing if you hit him 2-3 times and then got up.
22 times. 22 punches to the face after body slamming him in a way that you wouldn't do in professional wrestling, right?
Correct, yeah. I mean, you could see that he picked him up, and normally you let your back take the brunt of it when you're trying to throw him down. He put him on his head.
On his head.
And knocked him unconscious.
So here's the thing. The DA has not made a decision yet on the case. No. So the DA could do one of 3 things. Not charge him at all, charge him with the crime for which he was arrested, which is felony battery, or up it to attempted murder. We don't know what the DA is going to do here.
Yeah.
But this is a DA who
the DA is not going to. The one you can eliminate option number 1.
Yeah, he's not going to drop it.
He's definitely not going to drop it.
I would not be surprised if he charges him with attempted murder. Now the problem with that is you don't overcharge.
Exactly, and it just seems like it might be hard to prove it because now you're talking about getting in the guy's mind, right?
Well, but that's every case. You have to get in the mind of a criminal, and sometimes it's more obvious than another.
It's just hard to say premeditation he was supposed to be in that.
It doesn't have to be premeditation. It can still be murder if you show intent to kill. And when you punch 22 times and you are going to keep doing it on an unconscious person, and you know the power of your fists, I'm sorry, but I think they could get a conviction.
And it took 6 or 7 grown wrestlers to
pull
him off. I mean, it wasn't like he was like, all right, I'm done.
Well, that's his defense.
How much farther would he have gone?
By the way, that's his defense. His defense to that is, I was out of my head. It was not an attempt to kill. I was out of my head, and so out of my head, I had to be pulled away by 6 people. So that would be his best defense.
If that's your best defense?
I think that's his best
You
defense.
better make a plea deal if that's your best defense.
Johnny Benitez, Brooklyn, New York. What he did was absolutely horrible, and it is kind of commendable, I guess, how his father is holding him accountable. I've seen even in an interview, the father said that he's not in communication. Even in the article, it suggested maybe have some jail time, some community service, because a lot of the time parents will have a blind eye when it's with somebody that they care about. But what we saw, it just seemed like inexcusable on camera, and to be honest, it kind of looked like the PTSD or like the shell shock that some like soldiers returning from war go to. I remember I saw like a scene like in Peaky Blinders where one of the main characters are like attacking in the middle of a boxing match, and he can't take himself off of this guy, and this kill switch or just giving somebody the grace after like knocking them down just doesn't exist. And that scene the same way it kind of existed with Rajah Jackson. And I'm wondering like what kind of trauma or what could have caused like this kind of kill switch to just come on in or inside of him. It doesn't make like a lot of sense. I wonder like behind the scenes what could have really happened.
Well, it seems like he was pissed off because before that
there'd been a confrontation.
There had been a confrontation, and you could see they exchanged words. He was pissed at the guy.
Yeah.
Psycho
Stu.
Yeah. Okay. What was the full sentence, guys?
It's like he completely something Psycho Stu. I forgot what you said.
What do you guys think? Attempted murder or felony battery?
People are saying attempted murder in chat. That's what they say.
Come on.
22 punches?
22 ferocious punches.
To the head.
And he would have kept doing it. He would never have stopped. And they said Psycho Stu was almost dead. Yeah.
Maybe over a week.
Yeah. He almost killed Psycho Stu. He had to be pulled off.
He
almost killed Psycho Stu. He had to be pulled off. Okay.
Proper direction. You got to work with talent. That's
Dude,
not always.
Babcock's next. And did you promise the chat that you were going to allow them to pick your lunch as well today?
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Because they're
I didn't
asking
promise
about
anything.
that.
Oh, wait a minute. Before you do, did they pick mine?
Jackson might have.
What did they say? I'm curious.
What do you think?
Nacho, poke nacho.
Poke nachos. You got it.
Nice.
Poke nachos. But here's what I want to do. Double the poke, and because I'm not going to eat the rice.
Double the poke.
Ooh. Double the
Steering
meat.
clear
Double
from
the poke.
rice,
Hold
huh?
the rice.
Why is rice bad? Carbs? You don't want them?
No, it's sugar.
For sugar and
Carbs.
rice?
Yeah, there's
Carbs
sugar
starting.
in carbs.
All right. I mean, that's what
That's
carbs
what
are.
carbs are.
That's what a carb is.
Sugar.
It's complex carb though. It digests slower.
Complex carb.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're fine with rice.
This guy's.
You guys can chit chat if you want some more, but
Oh.
and then just
We're saying
We
that
don't have to.
definitely attempted murder.
Stefan
Charles,
Diggs.
they're telling you to eat Lucky Charms for lunch.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you
He
pick
will
a
not be
I don't
eating
think we have
Lucky
any Lucky
Charms,
Charms.
Charles, get pizza today.
Which kind of
All
fish?
right, give him two
What?
options. Give him two options to drop a poll right now.
tuna.
It was the recycled Babcock.
Oh, you want me to give you what I'm thinking?
Oh.
It's in cereal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's what
You're
I
not
want
going
to
to
do.
switch it up? Give them, you're not going
One
to give
tuna
me
or
lunch,
salmon.
like some
No,
actual
just
food.
combine
Food
it.
Fridays for Charles?
Say
Food
again?
Fridays.
Yeah.
You don't want to get on those pokey nachos with Harvey? Nah. That was a stretch, yeah.
Just keep it simple. I ain't got time for anything more than that.
Burger from that stand he goes to? It's pretty good.
What do they have at the place
Market?
over here? Are they closed at like
No.
noon, don't they?
Oh, like 2 o'clock. Like burritos and. Edward, do you have the market menu? Like on the. Yeah, you want to pull up the market menu?
What's the free food?
Pad Thai? This is what's on the menu at market today. Why don't you show them? Some options for Charles.
I mean, here's the problem. Like, they're not going to choose the cereal, which is what I want.
It's like sandwiches.
Dude, I'd say to choose between either the tuna melt,
Tuna melt's very good.
classic, or burrito.
Burger's good. There's like a
today.
salad
baked
that's
cookie.
good.
Here's the thing,
Nothing's.
man.
He doesn't want anything.
You know what? I don't eat a big lunch. The
All right,
itis.
give us
The
2
what?
cereals.
The
The
itis.
itis. And,
The
yeah.
itis?
The hell's the itis?
What itis?
Ask the chat. They know.
Yeah, half of our chat will at least know.
Chat will know. It's hard
You don't know
enough
what the-
staying,
Which
keeping moving
itis?
it late in the day.
You know when you're at Thanksgiving and you like eat a
you eat a lot?
big plate,
Food
what
coma.
happened? Yeah, okay.
Food coma.
Yeah, food
That's
coma
another
for
word.
you.
Yes, that's a
Yeah, for you. For you guys, you
more-
say food coma, we say
food
itis.
celiacitis.
Well, for you guys,
Anyway.
we don't have Thanksgiving in. What do you mean by you guys?
Oh,
Okay, well, that's what you mean.
Undercover brother wasn't with us for a second.
Nah,
there.
sorry, that's why they call me white chocolate.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can say the itis. He got the itis. White chocolate's got the itis. All right, y'all
All
can
right,
do
we'll go-
Stefan.
here's the- all right, here's
yeah.
the go.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
get your cereal. You just do
We're going to
cereal.
go
New poll.
old school, Frosted Flakes, Honey Nut Cheerios, or regular Cheerios.
Frosted
Oh, wait a
Flakes,
minute.
Honey Nut Cheerios, or regular
we
Cheerios.
almost-
3?
Dude, you are sick.
What?
Why are you eating cereal for lunch?
Honey
you do
Nut
this.
Cheerios are good.
How?
Because
they're fine, but
it's
how do you
very-
do this every day?
He does it every day.
Every day,
Yeah.
like clockwork.
He
And
does
then
it.
you
Every
wash
day.
it down with a Celsius, like you're worse than me,
Yeah, I know.
man.
It's an attempt to stay awake the second half of the day.
How about like some
Yeah, keep it
salmon
moving.
with some salad? You know,
Just
Get some
late
nice
in the day,
grilled
like
salmon.
after
That would fill you
after
up.
2 o'clock, I'm dragging,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
like get through the day.
Right, fair enough.
That's
Because
why
I don't get enough sleep.
You got like the complete opposite.
we should move.
Severe sleep
Okay.
problem.
Okay, here we go.
Babcock. You have your mic on?
What's
Yeah, pretty much. Stefan, yeah. He was seeing, there's rumors that he's got a whole bunch of babies on the way. He was seeing. No, it's right,
Cardi at the
Stefan.
Knicks game. He was seen outside a hospital carrying a baby carrier.
Car seat type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, or the baby's out of the, how do you put it? It's a bad metaphor.
Move on.
But now that we all know about Cardi B and Stefan Diggs expecting their first child together, he's getting kind of romantic. Surprised Cardi with a big delivery. See what I did there? A delivery. Because she's going to deliver. And he delivered flowers. By the way,
he may have delivered something else too.
Yeah. There's more to this than just the giant flower display. By the way, today is the day her album is dropped. Am I the Drama? So, speaking of drama,
speaking of dropping,
Am I the Drama?
And speaking of dropping,
Stefan's like, no, it's not you, Cardi. I'm the drama.
So,
yeah. I mean, we knew he had an 8-year-old child, but he also may have a child that's a few months old.
Right.
Because on May 11th, the day before Cardi B and Stefan Diggs hard launched a relationship at that Knicks and Celtics playoff game, when everyone said, wow, they're a big couple, Stefan Diggs was seen holding a car seat with a baby outside of a New York City hospital. While that is all happening, there is a model named Lord Giselle who is in a paternity battle with Stefan Diggs, where he's saying, hey, I don't know if I'm the father to this baby. It's unclear if...
So he's not denying that there's a possibility he's the father.
Exactly.
He's just saying, I don't know.
Right. Now
And so what's the car seat baby thing then?
Well, right.
Just being helpful. Right. Just lending a helping hand.
He's a nice guy.
You know?
He's a nice guy. So I guess the question is, did Cardi know about this?
My guess is yes.
My guess is she knows now. She knows.
Now
Did she know on
she
May 12th?
definitely knows now.
I don't know, but she.
And would she be upset? I mean, it's pre-Cardi. Well,
it's around the same time. Because go back 9 months from May, they had kind of been linked together late 2024. So I think it's very close to timing.
But they may not have been exclusive.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. They may not have been exclusive.
No, that's
Absolutely.
exactly. You know what?
Right. We're not saying he did anything
she
wrong.
She was with someone before. She got kids.
There's an answer to everything, folks.
Oh. No Skype?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's so funny. The title of her album is "Am I the Drama?"
I know.
All right, Charles. It's time for your lunch.
Oh.
What'd you get? What do you want?
Honey Nut
Your lunch
Cheerios.
is ready, Charles.
What do you want?
Isn't that like a meme? Your lunch is ready. Time for your lunch, Charles.
Don't talk about
Charles,
memes.
your lunch is ready.
Miss Netta.
What do you think you got, then?
What is it?
It's okay. Bye, Charles. Okay. What do you think your lunch is?
It probably went frosted.
Ah,
Because everybody loves Tony.
They're with you today, man. Honey Nut Cheerios.
The dealership.
Bless you.
You got problems, man.
What'd they pick?
Honey
Nut.
Nut.
Huh?
Honey Nut.
Yep.
Charlie, next.
What are we doing?
Guys, we need to stop enabling this.
How's that going, Netta?
Yes, but sell this
the house?
to Austin
It's not
Butler.
spicy.
The house?
Nutritious.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
Devon's?
He has pink eye.
He
He
has
doesn't want to go
dietary
on
problems.
camera. His eye's messed up.
And wuss.
It's not pink eye, but
Netta's over there
his eye's messed up.
housing
Sorry, Devin.
that sauce.
But it is his house. It is
Not
messed up.
even a
I don't understand
flinch.
that.
It looks better though.
I don't understand that.
It's still like it's still red, but it looks better. But
Yeah, it
it's
looks
still
fine.
red.
Dude.
Yeah, do it. It's your story.
No, it actually does look better.
Yeah,
Seriously,
it does.
Yeah,
it does look
Is
better.
this your phone?
I'm still not touching anything that you
grab
touched,
it.
but
It looks fine.
Dude, this guy is pink
That
eye
it looks
and he
fine.
doesn't get sent home?
no, it's definitely not.
It's
It
not
wouldn't clear
pink
up with
eye.
drops.
And here's the
just-
thing, Devin is strong.
Pink eye
and
wouldn't
Devin,
clear up with drops.
Devin was able to overcome it.
What'd you...
Look at Devin.
Look at my body. Pushing it out of my eyeball.
It does look.
You insinuating I'm not
yeah.
strong?
It
enough?
It
hurt a
looks
lot
like
more.
it's glossy, but
Did
the
you
white
put,
is
like,
need my
Visine?
approval,
I
Jackson.
wouldn't-
No, I'm
I didn't
not
have
asking for
Visine,
your
but they have
approval.
the-
I'm trying to clarify
things
what
that
you just
flush
said.
your
You're saying I'm not strong?
You can read it the way you want.
The way I read
I
it
just
is we
know,
should have an arm wrestle.
I just know.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, man.
You know, I was best eyes in 7th and 8th grade. Best eyes.
He remembers.
Girl.
Are you
Dude, if
kidding
this
me?
is what
You
you
have
remember.
that.
You
No,
remember?
I'm just saying I was. I got
So you're
best
saying you
eyes.
peaked in 8th grade?
No, I'm just saying I had best eyes 7th and 8th grade, not 6th,
Did
because
they
the guy
actually-
moved
Why are they
middle
voting
school.
actually a
on
thing?
Yeah, in the
eyes?
yearbook.
Oh my God.
You had a yearbook in 7th grade?
Yeah, of course. Best
All
eyes.
right, we're ready?
Wow, what rich ass school did you go to?
Calimero
where
Middle
is-
School.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
It's Calle Mayor.
It's Cali.
Calle Mayor.
Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this one. I am really into architecture in LA, of which a lot of people say there is very little, but there is some. And there's this really famous house that Brad Pitt bought a few years back, and that house has now been sold, and it's been sold to another really
Good-looking actor.
good-looking star, right?
Apparently
Austin Butler bought it. So Brad bought this in 2023.
It's such a cool
This
house.
is actually the house, we covered this a lot.
It's the Steel House.
It's the Steel House, but more recently, it was the house that got burglarized. It was broken into. So Brad wasn't living at this home at the time. He was actually in the process of selling it when it got burglarized.
Right.
So he sold it off market for $5.2 million. I mean, it's a really cool house. Has a lot of history. There's been a lot of celebrities who have lived in this house.
It's just architecturally, it's like a 50s, 60s.
It was built in the
kinda ranch.
60s,
Yeah.
so it kind of has that vibe. I know you were interested to know because Brad is known for redoing.
Brad
his
is
homes.
considered probably the best, like, non-architect architect in Hollywood. He's really amazing. He's got this incredible talent. Incredible talent. So I don't know what he did. I mean, these are pictures before Brad bought
Yeah,
it.
so we reached out to people that were involved in this listing. They actually never took new photos. These are when Brad first bought it.
Right.
So we don't know what he did to the inside, but you seem to think he probably did something.
I think he did, yeah. Because this
Because
he
usually what
flipped this.
Yeah, what he usually does is he'll buy a place and then.
And he doesn't do it for
his
money,
own-
really. He
puts
does
his
it
own
because
touch
he
on it.
just loves architecture.
Well, he had
and
bought a
designing.
different house recently in LA.
Right. But they sold it for $5.2 million?
5.2. He bought it for 5.5.
So he lost
technically
money on it.
lost money
Well,
on
he did
it.
lose
yeah,
money on
Yeah, for sure.
But
good for Austin Butler.
Good for Austin
Technically,
Butler.
he lost money? You mean as in mathematically he lost money?
Yes.
Good job, Devin.
Thank you.
Hi, Gloria, New Jersey. What a good buy for this young man, Austin Myers. And as you just stated, he's a very good-looking young man and a beautiful house for a beautiful young man. This young man, I see, is going to be more of a superstar than Brad Pitt
Well,
once
that's
was.
a high bar. That is a high bar. By the way, you are a bold lady with that orange. That is in-your-face orange. I like it, and I like it. I like it.
Listen to Brad Pitt in training over here.
What else you guys want to talk about?
Jenna in Chicago, and I think we should all take a page out of Jon Stewart's book right now and just use sarcasm moving forward. So I'm going to give it a go. Everything is fine. We absolutely do not need to worry about our First Amendment rights being taken away, as long as we're making the big orange guy in charge look good. But seriously, it's not fine. I mean, it's fine. It's fine, guys. We're fine. We're fine.
It's hard to stick to that script, isn't it?
We're
A little bit. Yeah, we're fine.
It's totally fine.
We're fine.
Nothing to worry
Yeah.
about.
Okay, one more.
Erica from Connecticut, and Stefan Diggs surprising Cardi B. I love it. I love Cardi B. She is so deserving of that. She is loud, over the top.
Is it messy is what we want to know. Is it messy?
Is it messy? Absolutely not. No. The album's dropping. She has a baby on the way. I mean, they have a baby on the way. No. It's I'm excited to see how they close out the year.
What if he has babies on the way?
No comment.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Austin Butler can't transform like
It
Brad.
doesn't look bad now.
Austin Butler's got a big career ahead of him.
We have 18 minutes left on this camera.
Oh, we just got one more thing.
We could.
We're
right?
done.
We might not need a battery swap.
No, we're done.
All right.
We got one more thing to do, and then we're done. Okay, let's do it.
You want to do it? Let's do it.
What are we doing for G?
Oh boy.
Announces new album release party.
Is the Taylor Czar coming out?
I can't even get a movie ticket for a regular movie.
I mean, I don't know what this is.
What are we
Bring
going
her
to
out.
say? I don't know.
Bring her out. Bring her out.
Courtney!
Ugh.
Should we go get her?
At work, she's coming out. I'm trying to get a movie ticket for the new Marlon Wayans movie, but because of this Taylor
There
Swift
she
thing,
is.
couldn't even get on the AMC website, and I can't even use my free ticket because they're like, you can't use your Stubs membership right now. Devin, enough.
She was only going. She's only getting one ticket so long.
By myself, yeah. Who cares? I go to the movies by myself all the time.
Okay,
Haters.
let's do this.
One.
Here we go.
You're an asshole.
Is she going to be at the party?
We don't know.
We don't
She's
know.
going to.
You want her to have my
Okay,
mic?
here we go. I'm going to see the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
Are you though?
Where
And
at?
guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? We're going the same day.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Oh, God.
Someone texted me for advice on where to sit, and then I go, I'll tell you where to sit if you tell me what day you're going. So me and you, baby, same section, same row.
Same section.
Same row? Oh,
The
my
person I'm
is
going
it?
with can.
Where is it at?
Sphere.
Spare.
Oh, nice.
Can you say it correctly, please?
Sphere.
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 Stop saying spear.
sphere.
Keep saying spear.
He just has Brittany on
Okay,
his mind.
here we go. Here we go.
All right, we're going now to our Swifty desk.
Yes.
Because Harvey and I don't really understand.
Swifty desk.
You guys got some
Take it away.
time. Taylor Swift. Oh, she's going in the movie theaters. She's releasing her first single and the music video for it.
First
The
single from
Fate-
an upcoming album.
Yes.
And the
the
song
Fate of
is?
Ophelia.
In
It's
a
going
movie-
to be
in a movie theater.
Yes, and it's going to go 89 minutes long. It has been
How is
so-
it 89
Wait,
minutes
what?
with a single?
Because you're gonna see behind the scenes of like making the album, of making everything. She just like, and that's what I'm hoping for, because it says behind the scenes. But it's
So-
October 3rd, 4th, and 5th in select theaters, and it's been so hard to get tickets. I
So
just got mine.
that's the day the album drops.
Is the 3rd, yes.
So you buy the album,
really
you go to the
smart.
movie theater,
It's
you have
so
the whole
smart.
experience, a sing along, and
But here's the thing:
all
is
right.
she going to show up to a theater? And I think she is.
Oh my gosh, she is.
Of course
You
she
have
is.
to pick the right theater.
Oh.
It was the
How
Grove
many-
last time,
how
so
many
it's not going to
theaters?
be the Grove. It's all over. It's all over.
Why wouldn't you
Why
do
don't
it
you
in Kansas
pick
City?
like Indiana?
No.
Yeah, it's not going to be in LA. That's
not
too
gonna be
on the
Why?
nose. That's too
Because
on
she
the
did
nose.
LA before.
Right.
She's got to spread it out. So you need to go.
I need to see when the Chiefs are playing. If they were playing that weekend, it's probably going to be one in Kansas City.
That's what she wants to make you think.
All right, let's go home.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks for joining us today, stream.
Thanks, guys.
We appreciate it.
See ya.
Have a great
Have a good
We'll
weekend.
see you soon. Thanks for the Poke Nachos.